Here we go. 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 Coach Shelton Harrison. There never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Coach Shelton Harrison putting all you trolls to shame. Haters in my comment section can't stand my name. Say you hate my videos, but you're watching still the same. Nothing else to do because your life is just lame. Cause you a troll like that, a simp like that, a wimp like that, so fat like that that you a blimp like that. I don't give a piss. How you gonna explain this? Forget what you think, cause this is my channel. Forget about your feelings, cause the truth is hard to handle. Tick 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 tock. Popcorn, popcorn, pop tart fart. Leave a racist comment and you will get blocked. Coach Shelton Harrison. There never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Guys, we're going to get a little bit of a panel in there. We'll probably stay to about 11:15, folks. We're going to stay on topic. We're going to get all these topics done. And, folks, we're going to get out of here. Hey, guys, it's Sunday night. And you're live on the Coach's Show. The Coach's Show live. Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Folks. Hot diggity dog. And why don't my titles ever change? This is a point that just makes me just want to say rawr. You know? It does. But, you know, for all intents and purposes, something doesn't change. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Stop. I don't know how to stop it. Okay. Dang it. Ah, well. Okay. And this is not Ketlen the Striking Young. Okay. I always got to put this, man. I always got to redo my titles, man. This kills me. But you know, it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. But guys, hopefully, you know, see some of y'all joining. You will join. And if you don't, that's okay. You know, Coach been working trying to get this up. You know, Ketlen Vieira, Ether and Amanda Nunes, okay? Ketlen Vieira, Ethers, Amanda Nunes. What? God, dog. I didn't think Nunes can be ethered anymore, but I guess Amanda Nunes can be ethered to a whole nother level. Then you got Cindy Dandois. Okay? Cindy Dandois fights. Okay, she's fighting for the 145-pound division. Cindy Dandois is clapping back. Cindy is clapping. Whoa. And much more, okay? Much more, okay? Cindy Dandois is clapping back. Okay, guys, I got the titles now because everybody like, what, another interview? I don't want to sit and listen to that. Nope, not interview, okay? Now we got the right one, okay? Let's see if it's changed here. See how many people gonna roll with the Coach's Show live. Okay, hopefully, guys, we get us a full panel in here. That'll be nice. It'll be ultra nice. Okay, there are 4 people. People picking up on it now. Alright. So now we got the right thing going on, okay? We will wait till a few more people get in and I'll start talking about some announcements. Okay? I don't know, some of y'all want to hear the announcements, maybe, you know. The announcements on a new weekly show, okay? This was inspired by Amazing Eric. The logo was done by Amazing Eric Combat Sports, okay? And Amazing Eric, this is a show that he created, and I'm just going to go ahead and do what we said we were going to do and get this show kicking off. But it's going to be a different, and General Africa and myself, we're going to kind of explain the show, okay? General Africa will be doing the moderator duties, and when Amazing Eric can't do them, General Africa will be doing most of the moderating duties. So yeah, man, it's a small, we just started the channel, okay? And we'll be telling you guys to go ahead and go subscribe to that when people get in. Okay, it's called Come Get This Work Mobcast. Yeah, not a podcast, a mobcast. That means, man, we have so many combat experts in that mobcast weekly. Okay, and it's a weekly mobcast. Hey, man, I'll tell you more about it, man, in the live stream. Okay, wait till we get about 12 people in and I'll talk about Come Get This Work. So go get your mama, your daddy. Go tell your granddaddy to come into this live stream with the Coach's Show live live on the Coach's Show, the Coach's Show live. And that's just the way that is. All right. And where you from? I need to know who in the building tonight. Because, man, we're going to get it in. I'll wait till one more person come in and we're going to start this show. Okay? People are trickling in, man. Y'all know how YouTube do, man. You know, we don't ever get out. You don't get your notices. Nah. Nope. That'll be too much like having, you know, everything working operational, of course. No notices by anybody. I mean, people not getting their notices. And on my interviews, it pissed me off a little bit more because I know people actually do want to hear the interviews, but, you know, they don't get a notice. So, and they always pick my interviews to not give you guys notices. Some of y'all get a notices, you be like, I don't feel like dealing with no coach today. And I got that too. I got that. But guys, full show, 6 people are in, 7. Let's get this thing started, okay? I got a cutoff time, okay? I want to get out of here in exactly an hour. So the members of the combat panel, when you guys are, when you guys are here, when you guys get in, we're going to stay on task, buddy. We're going to stay on topic, and we are not going to leave. We're not going to go to segues, okay? Yeah, we might. We'll have time to go to. What the heck is going on? Are you serious? Did this thing just re-amp my title again? Man. I'm going to be so mad if it did. Okay, it didn't. Okay, I think my title stays the same. Okay, yes. Okay, Benji. Okay, Benji. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. You are here. If you feel like, man, you want to say a little bit, I'll just automatically send out the links to people I know for a fact will probably come. So, and I see, you know what? This is something else, man. I need to just go ahead, and I know the regular people who are going to be here most of the time. See, I need to just go ahead and send out all the links at one time. But see, that's why General Africa. That's why General Africa is going to do his thing. See? That's what's going to happen, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get these links popping, get these links cracking, okay? All right. So, Benji, if you feel like coming in, come on in. We'll go ahead. We'll be in the clear, and we'll get this chat going, man, okay? All right, folks. I'm going to start out, okay? I'm just going to start. Okay. Valentina Shevchenko is growing restless, okay? Yes, Valentina grows restless. And, you know, Valentina has been a little bit more irritable, you know, just a bit irritable. And you can understand why. You know, she's had a lot of stuff with these titles going on that, you know, she don't have any control over. You know, she wants to be that she's ready to fight, you know. She's ready to fight. Valentina Shevchenko is ready to fight. And, folks, that's just how that is. Valentina Shevchenko wants a piece of Nicco Montaño. Valentina put it out there. She said, look, I got to get a piece of that. I got to get me a piece of that. Meaning Nicco Montaño. I got to get me a piece of Nicco Montaño. I got to break my foot off in her behind. I got to get this in. I got to get this work in, okay? I got to. That's Nicco Montaño's mentality. Okay, General Africa, Benji, the links have already been sent, okay? And when we get 20 people in the building, okay, we will announce. Because when I see 20 people, it's the same 20 people that roll with us. So that's all I'm concerned with, okay? And if anybody else want to come through, but these are the 20 loyal people that I know that most of the time they share videos. So we're going to, that podcast is going to be, it's going to be the thing. But we'll wait till 20 people get in the building. When 20 people get in the building, we will start, General Africa and myself, we will announce the Come Get This Work podcast inspired by E-Maze and Eric Combat Sports, okay? All right. Valentina grows restless. Guys, she's restless. Very restless. And my brother Timmy Adams in the building. What up, Timmy? Okay? Valentina Shevchenko is growing restless. Very restless, y'all. And, you know, I can't for the life of me, okay? I can't for the life of me, you know, try to get, like, I'm sitting here like, wow. You know, it's bittersweet for Valentina, okay? It's bittersweet for Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina Shevchenko, for all intents and purposes, she's ready, okay? Valentina Shevchenko is ready. She's ready for this fight, and she's got to get herself a piece of Nicco Adams. I mean, she wants a piece of that. Valentina Shevchenko wants her a piece of that, and God dog it, she gonna get a piece of that before this year is out. Okay, but the thing is, Valentina don't believe that Nicco Montaño is actually gonna show. Like, Valentina's savage, man. Like, this girl, when it comes to fighting, Valentina shows no mercy. No mercy. Okay? No mercy. Man. Well, I don't know. Mr. Bennett, when Joanna was champ, they sent her scrubs. I don't know. Okay? Damon P, my dude. What's up, Damon P? Hey, guys, Damon P is in the building, man. LDBC, man. What's up? I don't know. If you look at Bojanglecek's resume, okay, I don't think, I got to disagree with that. And trust me, any opportunity I can get Bojanglecek, any opportunity that I can get on Bojanglecek, you know I'm going to take that, okay? You know I'm going to take this. You know I would love nothing more than to say, yep, let me pick at Bojanglecek once again, but I can't do that in this situation, okay?
What's going on?
Hold on. Yeah, General Africa. My dude, what's going on? One quick. Now,
Yep.
you said that they fed her bums. Okay, wait a second. Bojanglecek was not fed any bums, and I can't believe that I'm doing this. Bojanglecek was not fed any bums. Bojanglecek, she took the belt from Carla Esparza. Jessica Penne was still relevant. Then she beat Valerie Letourneau, Claudia Gadelia, Karolina Kovacevic, Jessica Andrade before she lost to Rose. Listen, no. That's a hell of a resume. That's a hell of a resume by Bojanglecek. I'm sorry. And, you know, normally I would love to give me some Bojanglecek work. I mean, General Africa, I would love nothing more than to work over Bojanglecek, but I can't do that. I can't do that. Thank you, Damon P, for hitting that like button, man. Much love. I can't do that. Bojanglecek got no scrubs. Okay? She didn't. I'm biased, but I'm balanced. Bojanglecek fought a monster of a resume. She won the belt from Carla Esparza. She beat up Jessica Penne, you know, who was roided out. Jessica been on steroids. She beat up a roided Jessica. She beat Valerie Letourneau, who's a trailblazer in women's MMA. Then she beat up, and she made easy work of Valerie Letourneau. She played with Valerie Letourneau for 5 rounds. Bojanglecek got more 5-round bouts than almost anybody in the UFC, male or female, okay? Bojanglecek got more 5-round bouts than anybody, almost anybody in MMA, just about. I didn't say everybody. I said almost anybody. And that fight against Jessica Andrade was grueling. But what did Bojanglecek do? She went in there and won, okay? I got to say it, okay? As much as I want to get a piece of Bojanglecek and break my foot off in her butt, I mean, I got to be real. My man General Africa's in the building. General Africa, man, what's going on?
What's going on, Coach?
Hey, man. My brother, man. So, man, we are announcing it's 12 of y'all in here, 13 now. I guess we ain't getting 20 people in here. You know, it's amazing, man.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna be in soon. We're gonna get it cracking.
Over 6,000 subs, and only about like 1%, less than 1% get the notices. Like this blows my mind, man. And I know
I found it. I found it from just browsing.
Yeah, I know some of my subs though. I know they on other live streams, but still, man, come on, less than 1% of your subs, they get it. And man, I have a lot of dudes. I'm like, dang, man, they just don't come. But no, they're not getting the notifications. Like right now, you know, Guitar Babe would be in here. She probably get notifications. So, you know, I guess I do this, man. I need to get an email distribution list, okay? That's what I need. I need to get an email distribution list of everybody, okay? Of everybody that's interested, man, you know, maybe I'll give y'all, put my email out. Y'all drop your emails. And then from here on out, whenever I go live, I just send out an email because some people can get the emails, man. Okay, some people can get the emails and they come to their phones. It's getting crazy, man. Okay.
Yeah, I get emails sent to my my phone, and that makes it better.
Yeah, we're gonna come out with a system, man. We got to do something because, you know, a lot of people get it, and then you know people, they don't want to go back in archives because the archives is like sometimes an hour, 2 hours long. And if I'm a person, I don't want to sit there for an hour, you know. And then, Wildest Moments gave me an idea. She said, Coach, put the time zones when so I can go through and pick what I want to hear. So that's what I'm gonna start doing now. Okay, I'm gonna start
Oh, you're
actually.
talking about, yeah, like 15 minutes, 20 stuff like the different
Yeah,
topics and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely,
I'm gonna start
definitely.
doing that, man. I'm gonna start
That's a
doing
good
that
idea.
and putting them into my stream. Okay, or not putting them in the stream, but put them into the
In the
description
top,
box.
yeah, in the description.
Yeah, because it makes stuff easy, man. And people just, I don't know, man. YouTube on some old BS, man. But yeah, man. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let me see. I had to look at other channels just to see if they had a recent problem with drunken pets. Oh Lord. But come on, Timmy. Come on. Got to give Mercy a break, man. Mercy wasn't drunk. Mercy just lit, man. I mean, I like Mercy, but on a live panel, she probably not good. But just one on one, man, I can argue with Mercy all day because it's fun. Because I actually like seeing her getting worked up, over Cyborg. It'd be funny, man. It'd be funny. I love seeing because she'll
Yeah.
Mercy get worked up, man, and then she'd be like, I'm trying to hold my tongue, but if I gotta cuss you out,
She is our resident cyborg fan. So she crazy about some cyborg. That's you know that's she
yeah,
just gets amped up about that.
yeah, she do, man. Mercy, crazy. Okay, guys, we got 16 people in the live stream, so let's go ahead and talk about come get this work, okay? All right, so come get this work live stream, okay? All right, so General Africa, okay, has agreed he's gonna be the moderator, okay? And I think you'll do a good job. You and when Amazing Eric can jump through, you and him will moderate. He won't be in as much, man. So, but it'll be mostly you. And this was inspired by Amazing Eric. We were gonna go ahead and get this kicking, but you know, he actually got a big, huge opportunities where he's at. With actually being able to work. So, the opportunities for him were huge, and he couldn't say no.
Right,
So,
right.
and I get that. Now he'll stop through when he can, man. He will. If we got big interviews, he'll stop through. But basically, guys, General Africa will be moderating. Come get this work, okay? So I guess General Africa, man. I don't. So guess
Man,
so how's it gonna go? Like we're gonna do what? How we gonna get it kicking? And I can chime in because we starting it, but you know, I got you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, coach. You was breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I probably was. I tried to sat back for a little bit. Shout out to Dennis Espinoza. Okay, so how is this come get this work mobcast gonna work?
Oh yeah, man. Well, we're just gonna be talking about all types of MMA topics, man. And the big thing, and this is what excited me the most, was that we really want a lot of people to come on, like just what I'm saying, because we're gonna be covering all types of this just MMA, just all the big topics, every top what's going on in MMA, and we really, really want um to have a lot of you guys on here, man. So that's why we got to get some of these emails and stuff, and we'll find a way to make sure that everybody gets that notification so you can talk about it. We want people from different points of view. We was talking about, having TC jumping on, Benji, anybody, everybody jumping on, and just covering this MMA stuff and covering those topics.
Yeah, and what's gonna happen is every week, okay, General Africa, he's gonna have emails, okay, from most of the people on the panel, and then if other people in the MMA community want to come in, it's a neutral type deal where we talk all MMA, not just the women, because on my channel I really prop up the women, and Amazing Eric was wanting to talk, about some of the other stuff, so it's a good thing, man. We kind of continued it, but yeah. So General Africa have a distribution of emails. He'll send them out once a week, and then every Thursday at 9 p.m. We'll get it going. And we're gonna try to do, I guess, up to about five. I think because first time did we say about 5 people? No,
Yeah,
God, I was talking to Jay. Yeah, okay,
something like
about
that.
5 people, man. Because the LDBC mobcast is good, but I want everybody in this community is a little bit different because most of the people in this mobcast they don't make videos and they don't, like in a mobcast, we have to jump in when we jump in, and we
Exactly.
used to that. We really used to that, but that's a skill set that you got to acquire, which we're not trying to do that here. I just want everybody to have some, some say so. Okay, all right.
Right.
Now, so the channel is called "Come Get This Work," and I'm gonna put a link in the description box, okay? And then General Africa, of course, you'll have all the details on how to, because you're gonna log in and
Right,
all this
exactly.
other stuff, and that,
And you are and coach, you already have a lot of those emails anyway, so that won't even be a problem with that. So that's a good thing from sending out all those links on the live streams that we've had on this page. But if anybody, if you haven't shot your email down to coach, make sure you do that in this comment section or right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get it. See, when you make a new channel, man, this piss you off because it's actually hard to find, man. Like, as soon as you make a brand new channel, it's so hard to find.
I
Okay.
tried looking up Conscious and Awake, and it wouldn't show up. I was like, "What the heck?" I had to add it. I finally found it, and then I had to add it to my favorites.
And see, I was stupid because I didn't do that. See, so now it's gonna take me forever, and I'm trying to get. See, I can't log off now. I can't do it because if I do, I lose the live stream. So I can't. Oh, bruh.
And yeah,
See,
it's
people ain't gonna be
crazy.
able to find it, man. This is some of the things that piss you off about YouTube, man. This is one of the things, man. If I had to tell y'all, man, how frustrated you are. Like, if it's a new channel and you type it in directly, you should be able to just get in. Okay, we'll get the show started, okay? And what we'll do is I'll figure out. I'll get that link, um, and we'll get this cracking, okay? All right. So, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on Valentina getting savage, man? I'm talking about straight savage with Nicco, man. Look, Valentina don't think Nicco's showing up.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, Coach. Valentina, from what I've seen, and I've been following her a little bit on, IG or whatever, looking at what she's been saying, it just seems like Valentina at this point is just ready to fight. This is Valentina's a dog, man, and she's a type of person. She's like Cyborg. She wants to get in there. She wants to be active. She wants to have fights. Probably 3, 4. She probably would do it 4 times a year. You know what I mean? That's just the type of person that she is. That's why she trains, all year round. That's why she's, training with different people, and she's training with Rose Namajunas and this and that. This is what she does. She doesn't. It's not a, on the weekends type thing. And I'm not saying that's how it is with Nicco Montaño either. Definitely, she's a tough warrior spirit type person. But I think that just Valentina Shevchenko's mentality and the fact that it's been hell on earth getting this fight with Nicco. I don't care what anybody says. It's been literally just, it's been just trying to put like a wooden, block into like a circular hole. It's just been so hard just trying to get Nicco Montaño to make this fight. And now she finally is. It's like, oh, you're kind of hoping. It's like with Wilder and Fury. Like, I pray that Fury makes it to the ring. I believe in him. He's doing his thing. Like, just please make it to the ring. And it's like, I feel like it's the same thing with Nicco Montaño.
God, dog, man. Guys, he put it in there. He said, man, he feel like the same thing for Nicco Montaño. I tell you what, folks. I tell you what, man. Nicco Montaño, man, she better get it together because, and she better be ready. Okay? Nicco Montaño better be ready. Because if she's not, then she's going to beat her up, man. She's going to get hurt. And she need to come in this fight, man. Like, we don't need no mess, man. We don't need no mess. See, I naturally would roll with Nicco, man. I roll with Nicco. But, I don't think she conducting herself like the champion she's supposed to be, okay? And that's just how that is. That's just the way that is, okay? I don't feel like she's conducting herself the way a champion needs to conduct herself.
Well, Coach, we're looking at it from an unbiased, and I'm sorry to cut you off. I just want to say this now, and you mentioned this before. We're looking at it from an unbiased point of view. A lot of these dudes are looking at Nicco's behind, and they're looking at her, and she's an attractive person, and she, but let's look at what's on. Let's look at the track record. Let's look at what she said. Let's look at that. I'd be a huge fan of Nicco too. And if after this fight, if she gets beat, I'll still support her if she goes about fighting like I think she is. But I think a lot of guys are getting distracted by other things, man.
I just think having a belt went to her head, man. That's me. That's just my personal opinion. I think this belt her having that belt in her midst, it just went to her head. And I think that she really, I think she really wants. I think Nicco wanted to fight Sarge Eubanks, and I still contend that. And I've been analyzing her, and when you talk about Sarge, Nicco was like, yeah, But and I think she was hoping that she would, okay, that she would be able to do that, okay. All right, Rugby Queen is in the building. Rugby Queen, what's up?
Rugby Queen.
Not much.
Okay, one of my
How
favorite
you
people
doing?
on God's green earth, the Rugby Queen.
How you
She's
doing,
here.
Rugby Queen?
Doing all right.
Good.
Okay,
It's my girl.
yeah, man. Rugby Queen is a beast, man. Love her to death. So, Rugby Queen, do you think Nicco Montaño will make an appearance at this fight September 8th?
I think she will because, she's had the belt for 9 months now. I think at this point, if she doesn't show up, the UFC is going to strip her. And I think she has that in the back of her mind as well. So at this point, I feel like Nicco has to show up, or they're gonna strip her of the belt because I can't see the UFC letting her keep that belt any longer, unless you're like Conor McGregor or somebody that Dana really likes.
Wow, somebody that Dana likes. Yeah, Dana likes a lot of people, and Dana White hates a lot of people. I mean, he's got a whisker biscuit ball. I mean, that's just how it is. But guys, Valentina wants to get her a piece of that, like she do. She just want to get a piece of that. Valentina ready to get her championship belt. Okay, and that's just how it is. Now, let me ask you guys about. Okay, now we got the Valentina haters. They really don't hate Valentina, y'all. We know that they really can't stand me. Okay, and I'm just being honest. They just can't. Because you know that if I wasn't a Valentina fan, you know what these people would say, right? If I was not a fan of Valentina, they would say, "Oh, coach is racist." That's what they would say. But now that I'm a fan of Valentina, now these people want to say, "Coach kissing Valentina's butt." So now let's do this. What do you think the haters are gonna say when Valentina wins this belt? Because I had somebody told me that Valentina is using her white privilege to get a belt. Now, guys, I went in on that. I did. I'm like, okay, so was it a privilege to fight Sarah Kaufman on short week notice? I mean, on like what, a couple of weeks notice? I mean, was that white privilege? I mean, I'm trying to put it all in perspective, right? Was it white
Yeah.
privilege when she had to fight Holly Holm, who bigger, 20 pounds heavier? Was that white privilege? I mean, me personally, if you're gonna put my fighter in there, and Valentina was unproven. Okay, nobody really knew who she was. Nobody really. If you were in the kickboxing Muay Thai community, you knew. But the majority of MMA people, Valentina was unknown. These guys ain't know who she was. I did. The coach did. Oh, I've been following Valentina for a long time. I knew her back when she was fighting. When she was doing Muay Thai. So I knew. Okay, I mean, what's that privilege? You stick in there against Juliana Pena. Is that white privilege? Because she didn't get she didn't get to go to the belt. She didn't get an immediate path to the belt. She had to fight some killers to get that belt, to get to a title shot. She had to fight some killers. So what I'm trying to do here is like, okay, so why would they just immediately give Valentina a title shot at featherweight, at flyweight? Because she's got the better, heavier resume. She's done more than all of those flyweights. She's done more. That's my whole argument for that. So I can't, if I think is not right, okay, I'll call that out. Me, I call out racism with the best. I call it, if I think it's racist, I call that crap out. I don't care about that. In this situation, nah, I don't think so. Okay, you look at Valentina's resume, you look at who she's fought. They ain't privilege her nothing. You know what's privilege? When you get beat, you lose 4 times, 5 times in a row, and then you still get a title shot. Now that's privilege. Okay, I want to get you guys' thought, man. Because I felt strongly about that. But and guys,
A lot
here,
of people, a lot
go
of
ahead, man.
people, they won't like Valentina Shevchenko because you like her, right? They won't give her her props because we come on here and we tell it like it is. This woman, I've been saying for the longest that Valentina Shevchenko has gone through the grinder, man. She's fought some of the toughest opponents with some of the least amount of time. So I think some of it is just, people being uh, disagreeable and stuff because no, she's no, you can't point to Valentina Shevchenko's resume and say she's been had in anything. And it's the same thing. That's why I always give Rose Namajunas her props. And we give, for the most part on this panel, from what I've seen, correct me if I'm wrong, people who give Rose Namajunas her props. And so that's why in some of the cases you have people saying, well, Rose Namajunas is this and that. Rose Namajunas had a lot of tough losses, and she's come back from that and bounced back. And a lot of people can't say that about their career, whether it be Rose Namajunas bouncing back and taking over and literally being like the Matrix out there, or a Valentina Shevchenko who takes all these tough fights with the least amount of notice, wasn't getting over pushed by the UFC for some strange reason, maybe because a lot of people like us support her. It's nobody can. There's not few people like that. You can point to an Amanda Nunes and stuff. I have my issues with her, but she's definitely had her wins, her losses, and that she's really come to a culmination. But there's very few people who have really just gone through the grinder and like a Rose Namajunas and a Valentina Shevchenko.
All right, Rugby Queen, Rugby Queen. So what's going on? Now,
Sorry, can you repeat what the question was?
yeah, well, people, we sitting here, we're debunking the Valentina white privilege notion because how she was like people saying, well, Valentina's white privilege is allowing her to, you know, fight one fight in Priscilla Cachiera and then go straight for the flyweight title. But I put it back. Well, that Valentina had to earn her stripes. Okay, and I was saying that I went over her resume as a bantamweight. To prove that she didn't just was handed this opportunity. So, maybe your thoughts. Let's see what you got thinking.
Um, I don't think she's had it easy to get to the top. I mean, like you said, she had to fight Holly Holm, Juliana Pena, Sarah Kaufman, and she beat Sarah Kaufman on 9 days' notice, which is pretty incredible. Um, she has the best resume. I mean, it's she has the best resume at that division right now, so it makes sense for her to get a title shot at flyweight.
Well, okay. Well, folks, you know, wow.
And coach, I'm sorry, I do have to go to bed though. I gotta get up early.
Okay, guys, that's my sister from another mom, Rugby Queen. Okay, the Rugby Queen is leaving the building. Go subscribe to Rugby Queen. And Rugby Queen, thank you for the super chat the other days when I texted it, and my phone texting has gone to hell. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Much love for you, Rugby Queen. Okay. I'm gonna reach
All right,
out to
girl.
you definitely tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
Or see Rugby Queen.
See ya.
Okay, guys. That was the Rugby Queen. Dennis Espinoza has returned. He's made that valiant trip up the hall, and now he has come. Dennis Espinoza is joining the panel. And Dennis, did you hear about the stream, the podcast stream we're doing every Thursday night at 9 o'clock? Come get this work, man.
I caught the tail end of it, but thanks for the time and date. I'll be there.
Okay. Well, hopefully you be there, man, because General Africa is going to send out the links to everybody. So we'll, and we're kind of Timmy Adams saying people, y'all excited for Christmas. Now, Timmy, I don't celebrate Christmas, so I wouldn't, I'm excited for people who get happy. But here go the thing. Come get this work. I'm trying to in General Africa. I could probably text you the information, man, and then maybe you can like log into it and then post the link in the comment thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same thing. The password is the same thing for Conscious and Awake. So I made the exact same password. So we ain't gotta
Okay,
reset it.
cool.
But what I'm doing, man, is I'm sending you the email, okay, and then you got the password already, and then you just go in and you can post the link. It's called "Come Get This." I put podcast as the email. That's okay. It don't matter. Okay, but it's "Come Get This Work" Mobcast. And sorry, y'all. We are trying to get this info to y'all, but man, it's it's just email, man. I mean, it's Google, as YouTube, and YouTube, man. When you make a brand new channel, it's hard to find, man. It's really hard to find. Okay, General Africa, I text that information to you.
Okay.
If my texting's okay, that's the email, okay, and then the password is the same as for Conscious and Awake, okay. All right.
Okay, cool.
So Dennis, what are your thoughts, man, on Valentina's her earlier statements this week, man, where she just said that what, I don't think that Nicco Montaño is gonna make it to this fight.
I think it's psychological leverage. I mentioned that in the comment. Psychological leverage. She wants to put some things into Valentina's head to try to ensure that Valentina does show up.
Yeah, I think she's putting the pressure on Nicco, man. Like Valentina, I don't know, man. She been real like it's almost like she been on a period, man. Like Valentina been real like I mean just like ripping into people, man. Which I've never seen that. I've never seen that, but I kind of like this side of Valentina. Okay, I like this side because her aggressive side to me is what really like I'm like man, like that's the part I want to see. I mean, so we'll go off into this segue and tell me, since Nicco is probably one of the biggest underdogs in MMA history, man, to be a champion, like for real. This is probably one of the biggest like underdogs in women's MMA history. So what does Nicco, okay? What does Nicco need to do?
Try to take as little damage as possible. I don't see any way she can win this at all unless she threw some crazy punch and it accidentally landed.
Okay. So you're saying that Nicco, okay, so basically so she got to throw some crazy punch to
That's the
just
only. She gets really lucky. She that's the only way it would happen. The odds are totally against it on the ground or on the feet. She's just totally outclassed.
okay. I mean, Dennis just said she totally outclassed, man. All right, man. My girl Genesis Green, okay, she's a fighter, okay. The legendary hey, the combat chat queen Genesis Green. What that rhyme? Combat chat queen Genesis Green is in the
I
building.
know.
She says she know, boy. I love it. Confident, confident, confident. I love it. Okay, Genesis, let's talk on Nicco's side, okay? What does Nicco Montaño need to do since you're a fighter? Break down the technicalities that Nicco Montaño need to do.
Well, since she's fighting somebody really, really technical and really skilled, she really needs to stay on Nico and make sure that everything she throws is very accurate and precise. I mean, that's all I could really say at this point because to me, Nico doesn't possess the skills to really beat Valentina, just in my eyes, from what I've seen. So, I mean, but hey, this is MMA. You never know. Because one false move could change everything in a fight. So, I mean, if it's all about timing and calculations, and hey, she just might look up. She just might. You just never know.
Okay, so let me ask. Okay, so what? You're a fighter. And you study other fighters. What are Valentina's weaknesses that you can point out? Because I think every fighter has weaknesses. Some just got more than others, but they all got them. What are Valentina's weaknesses that you can see when you see her fight?
Um, she's kind of like a counterer, but just like the fight with her and Amanda, she doesn't. I mean, she does kind of well with aggressive fighters just staying on her, But if you don't stay on her, you give her too much time to calculate different moves and strategies and stuff. So I mean, if you stay on her and you stay aggressive, and you have to be accurate, you'll be okay.
Okay, so basically you're saying Nicco needs to keep the pressure on Valentina.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, in General Africa, I think he's getting a link. General. Okay, General Africa is getting the link. Okay, for to come get this work podcast, or he's logging in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working on it right now.
Okay. All right. Hey, so did I give you the right email?
My internet's acting weird.
Okay. His internet is acting weird. The War Machine, Brittany Neiman, is in the building.
You sent it to General Africa, right?
No, I sent it to your text on your phone.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. So he's gonna try to get the link in going, and that's what it is. Hey, Brittany, if you can come on, man, I would love Brittany. Brittany's a fighter too. I would love for you to answer some of these technical questions. Okay, like what are Val's weaknesses? Okay, so Dennis, you tell me. Let's go back at the beginning of the line. Okay, what are Nicco Montaño's weaknesses that you can see when you watch her fight?
The only weakness I've seen in there is, and I think Genesis mentioned it briefly earlier, is with Amanda, where she didn't let her hands go. She was a bit too tentative. She didn't fight necessarily to win through a lot of that fight. It was more of a point fight, which is understandable given that Amanda is a lot larger than her, or a bigger girl than her. But she needed to let her hands go more, and not be as tentative. And she probably would be good if she mixes up because she wants to counter as well. She countered the heck out of Holly Holm, just like Chris did, and she needs to be able to both take the offense as well as counter.
Okay, so now let me ask you this. Okay, what are Nicco Montaño's weaknesses that you see when you see her fight?
I just don't see her as strong all the way around. I think she's proven she doesn't have a strong mentality by some of the initial behavior. I really don't think it was fair to her to select her as champion that way. But she should have handled this time up until the fight a lot better. I don't see her very mentally strong. You can see that in her face. You can see that somewhat in the face off at the weigh-in. I don't see her stand up anywhere near the level of Valentina's or her gun game. I think she needs 3-4 more years to develop.
Okay, so let me ask Genesis the same question. Genesis, what are Nicco's technical deficiencies, when she's in the octagon?
Everything. She doesn't have a strong mat IQ. She's not a good counter striker. She's not that good technical. You can tell she's still in, I guess, the beginning stages of, trying to build herself up as a fighter. I mean, which is okay, but I just feel like the position they gave her as far as her having a belt, she really not ready for that because once you become a champion, whether you luck up and beat the person with the belt, everybody else after that, no matter what their skill sets are, you're gonna have to face them or give up the belt. I mean, it's just that simple. Yeah, she have a lot of work to do. I mean, think about it. Even with the Roxanne fight, that was a close. I mean, to me, that was like, it was just like, okay, we just two people in here swinging. It ain't nothing technical about it. We just in here swinging. We just two drunk people in here fighting. Hello.
Oh, okay. Hey, I was talking and had my mute on. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, in the comment thread, General Africa has he's put the channel. Come get this work mobcast, and he's got that. So guys, go ahead and click on that and subscribe. Okay, subscribe to the channel because this Thursday night we're gonna roll out with it. Okay, we're gonna roll out with it. and we're gonna start. Okay, we're gonna start those mobcasts every Thursday night at 9 p.m. And for those of y'all that if you want in, okay, uh, you're gonna have to email General Africa, and he can send out the links, and we'll get this thing rolling, man. Shout out to General Africa, man, for for starting it and hanging with that for me for a little bit. It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
No
Come get this
problem.
work, guys. Okay. All right, General Africa, you back in?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, guys. And so a lot of y'all should go ahead and get on in there, man. Come get this work mobcast every single week. Thursday night, 9 p.m. guys. We're gonna have a mobcast and we're gonna get in there and we're gonna talk about all aspects of MMA, not just the women, guys. We're gonna mix up the topics, guys. We're gonna do it up, guys. It's gonna be a little rough at first, but guys, when we finally get it going, y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna have a lot of fun, man.
It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, man. We want people with different points of view and stuff to make it interesting. People, you know what I mean, to just feel comfortable in that environment.
And Arpit, yes, even you, Arpit, you'll be allowed to, but bruh, the background noise though, you gotta get that out of there, man. But yeah, it's for everybody, man, that really want to give an opinion, man. And come get this work, man. So go subscribe to it. We're definitely, getting it in, man. Okay, so let's get back on topic, and then, maybe once more, man, let me see, hold on. Let me go to the channel now. Just take the link, and I keep posting the link. Okay, I think Genesis talking to
About to keep
herself at the
posting.
time. Uh, ain't Genesis, you talking to yourself. I tell you what, though, it must be
That
fun.
wasn't me.
Oh, really? Hey, it sound like maybe I just did that to to pick on you. You know? I mean, you think I did that to just pick on you? For no reason?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah, but you know what? I've never picked on you.
Oh, I know.
Okay. I mean, I'm just hey, it is what it is. All right, but somebody is eating though. Okay, ain't nobody gonna fess up to that one though.
Are they going to share?
Oh no, it's Dennis Espinoza.
No, I'm not eating. I just want to know if they're going to share.
Oh, he said, are y'all gonna share General Africa?
There's General Africa.
I don't know. I have a air conditioner going on, but that's about
I know, that's it. Just the air conditioner.
Okay, Genesis. I thought it was Genesis because Genesis, got, Genesis can cook. I mean, that's what she
Nah,
told me.
he was picking on Genesis earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, I don't pick on Genesis.
Coach don't want that smoke.
Okay. Nah, I don't want any smoke. I don't want no smoke. You know that. Nah,
I'm
man.
I'm searching that channel and not finding it. If you can do the link, that'd be great.
Okay, 1 second.
Well, yeah, he put it in the comment thread. Remember?
Oh, the comment thread, okay.
All right.
Comment thread.
And then you click on the side and you go to channel.
Okay. Yeah, and I just did it too.
Okay, must be my browser. That doesn't come up as a clickable link.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I put the link down at the bottom, y'all. I put it down too. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that.
That's fine. It's a link, man. But the thing is there, man. You can just click on the icon. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all can click on the icon. It's easy. You click on the icon and go to channel. But okay, there's the link.
Oh, there it is. That works.
Reminds me of what I was gonna say. I'm always so surprised when my mom has just like thoroughly taught her how to use her. She's so cute. She could go on my she has an iPad and she'll be trying to. She calls it Netflix, not Netflix, Netflix, and she learned how to get on Netflix and all that stuff. It's crazy, man.
Man, that's because your mom and your family, they some OGs, baby. But okay, so guys, we'll get back on. All right, and I know we kind of getting off topic. See, we get off topic. It better be so fun talking to y'all, man. It just is, man. It's fun talking to y'all. But okay, so Valentina is having no more of that, man. She having no more, and basically, Valentina don't think the fight. She don't think Nicco getting in the cage. You know what though? I think Nicco is gonna be there. Okay, I think Nicco is gonna do this, man. I think she's gonna get in there, and I think she's gonna fight her heart out. I don't think she'll be victorious, but I do think that Nicco is gonna do some things. Now, I'm gonna tell you the weaknesses that I see in Valentina, and then I'm gonna break it down for Nicco. Okay. All right. The weaknesses that I see in Valentina, I concur with Dennis and Genesis that she's reluctant, at times, um, and at points in times, she's a good striker, and at sometimes I don't even know if she trusts herself to stand there and bang, but she did it against Priscilla Caccietta, so I was really, really, like excited when I saw Valentina, really getting in there and dealing with Priscilla, and she let her hands go. Um, and also too, I think Valentina, she allows people, like, if you're an aggressive opponent, you're gonna have success early against Valentina if you go in. Now, the thing of it is though, Valentina is very cagey and she crafty. That when you get too aggressive, then Valentina uses that against you. And then, like with Juliana, like Juliana was like mauling Valentina, and then Valentina actually used her own body weight against her to put in an armbar submission. And shout out to Keith Brown, the boxing, the MMA, the body snatcher. Shout out for the super chat, guys. Keith Brown is coming up on 300 subscribers. Guys, go show your support. Go sub this channel, okay? Shout out to Keith Brown, the body snatcher, boxing and MMA. But that's what I think about Valentina. Her weakness. Also, too, Valentina allows herself to get put on the cage, and I don't think that's good. Especially if you are trying to sway the judges, and a lot of Valentina's fights, they go to the judges. So trying to sway the judges is a good thing. Not, I mean, making the judges appreciate your fighting is a good thing because if you're on the cage a lot, even though you can outstrike your opponent, but if you're against the cage, the judges, they're gonna say that you're losing the fight. Okay, but those are her weaknesses. Now, Nicco Montaño's weaknesses, okay? Nicco, number one, she don't move her head, okay? That's really a no-no against a striker. Um, she don't move her head, and Nicco, when she throws her punches, her chin is not tucked. She keeps her chin high in the air. And for a fighter like Valentina, who's a good counterpuncher, that's not going to work for Nicco Montaño. She can't do that, okay? Nicco don't have lateral movement. She's back and forth, no special effects. Like like it. You can take an angle on Nicco. Nicco don't know how to defend the angles. Um, Nicco's best weapon is a kick to the body. That's her best weapon. And if that's all you have, then you're going to be unsuccessful against Valentina. Um, and also another weakness of Nicco is that her speed. Nicco is very, very slow. And she's flat-footed. And part of that too, she got arthritis, in one of her toes, so it's kind of like she has problems sometimes trying to push off of that foot when it really flares up. That's the thing. So that's what Nicco Montaño, is dealing with right now. That's where she is. But those are her weaknesses that I see in both fighters. So it's gonna be the fight to me is gonna be lopsided. If Nicco does well, I'll be shocked. So that's my full breakdown. I mean, anybody got anything they want to add to it? Or man, we need to. God Almighty, boy, we finna get on Amanda Nunes here, man. God, dog.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you
General.
got me.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Mr. General.
You guys pretty much said everything that I was thinking. I mean, when I look at Valentina Shevchenko, I'm looking in my eyes. I'm seeing a true martial artist, a true counterpuncher, and because of that, I think sometimes, and it showed in against Amanda Nunes a little bit. Sometimes she's a little bit not as confident to throw those punches and really get in there. And when she does, and when you do see it, it's like a beautiful thing to see. She let loose on Holm a few times and whatnot against other fighters. But that's what I point to when it comes to one of her weaknesses. I don't think that that's going to really be an issue for her against Nicco Montaño for some of the reasons you just mentioned, her lack of head movement and kind of, no disrespect, a good fighter, but kind of no special effects, kind of like straight up and down, like forward plotter type of fighter. And she does have a very powerful leg kick, though. But I don't think that Valentina Shevchenko is going to be there to, to catch it.
Yep, I don't know, man. I don't think Valentina's gonna have a lot of problem. Okay, I don't think she's gonna have a whole lot of problems. You know, that's just how it is. Okay. I think Valentina again. She's gonna come and break her foot off in Nicco's behind. Okay. That's just what's gonna happen. I mean, she is gonna do it. She's gonna look, man. This is gonna be abuse. Okay. This is about to be physical abuse. Okay. That's just how that is, guys. This is about to be abuse.
I
And
threw up the Nicco Roxanne fight because I never really watched Nicco closely. I just saw it and said, "Oh, this gal needs a lot of work." But in watching it, she squares up and throws a lot of weak arm punches, and Valentina's going to just tee off on her, man. She does that. She squares up and just throws arms.
okay. And Dennis Espinoza said it best. Okay. We'll go into the next topic. There are 30 y'all in the building now. Okay. Don't forget, guys, go subscribe immediately to come get this work. I see 9 of y'all. You've already subscribed. Okay. Let's go ahead, guys. We're gonna make come get this work a success, guys. So go ahead. The link is in the comment stream. Okay. Give us your subscription. We will do good. It's gonna be totally different from this platform. Okay. It's gonna be all MMA, all facets of MMA. Okay, men, women. You know, it's gonna be everything. Okay, we're gonna talk about all the topics. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe to come get this work. Okay, okay. Ketlen Vieira. Ketlen Vieira. Ketlen Vieira has gone in on the UFC and Amanda Nunes again. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read some of this to y'all, and then you guys give me your thoughts. I've already given my thoughts in a video. Okay. But let me see what you guys think, okay? Because, you know, you're going to have some Nunes, and these are fake Nunes fans, okay? Let's get it out there. These are fake Nunes fans. They never liked Amanda Nunes. They just, you know, it is what it is, okay? Listen to this. It says, every fighter that joins the UFC dreams about getting into a title fight, Vieira said. I think that I've earned that fight. The UFC hasn't given me that right. I've earned it with my team's hard work. But I used that to give me more strength in this camp and put on a great fight at UFC Sao Paulo. It's my first time fighting in Brazil in the UFC. It's something to give me more motivation and to work harder. With this fight, I'll earn, once and for all, a title shot. There's no one else, Vieira said. The only thing I see is an interim title fight with Holly Holm. One way or the other, winning this fight, I see myself fighting for the belt. But we don't want to think about that. We have to focus on Tanya, who's a very tough opponent. Okay, and not end quote, she's there. Okay, Ketlen also goes on to say, every fight is a fight. We know, okay, we know that some styles don't match. Some styles do match. Vieira said, I see Holly as more complicated because she's an athlete that doesn't stop. She's a southpaw, and you can't make mistakes because she has a powerful kick. So I see Holly Holm as a bit tougher than Amanda. God, dog. Amanda fights more flat-footed. We know her best attack is a straight punch she throws. But she doesn't have cardio as good as Holly Holmes, okay? Holm fights 5 rounds and has the same gas in the end. So I think Holly Holm is a tougher fight. Of course, that Amanda Nunes is very tough. Both are, but I think Holly Holm is a bit tougher. End quote, Ketlen Vieira. Okay. Let's start with you first, General Africa, man. What do you think about Ketlen's comments? Uh-oh. Mr.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. General Africa.
Okay. Look, Ketlen needs to get an opportunity to fight Nunes. Let that be known. I hear her when it comes to Holly Holm, her mobility, and yes, Amanda Nunes is somewhat of a flat-footed, kind of like in-your-face type fighter. This is the reason why she will get demolished by Cyborg. But so let's put that out there. And then the fact that, in my opinion, Ketlen Vieira is a very talented fighter. Great ground game. I think there's some holes in her striking, but she is just a very solid. Look, man, she's not out here trying to be the Miss Universe and stuff. She's a fighter. She has that same tenacity as somebody like a Shevchenko. Can she beat Nunes? I don't think so. I think Nunes is her height. Vieira doesn't have that size advantage over her. Um, I think Nunes, as long as she comes in conditioned, uh, as long as she comes in condition and she can kind of counter the ground game of Vieira, I think that she's definitely a tougher opponent than Holly. I think that Holly Holm does definitely present some issues, especially if Kevin Vieira doesn't have head movement. But I think Nunes can beat her. That's just me.
Okay, that was the legendary General Africa. Man, boy, I'm calling everybody legendary. Okay, my home girl Genesis Green. What do you think about them comments from Ketlen Vieira?
I feel like everything she said was kind of true to a certain extent. Yeah, it was kind of true to a certain extent. Amanda does gas out, but that doesn't mean that she isn't a good fighter. So I mean, if that's the only thing that she can kind of say about her, I think she kind of really needs to rethink things. But I mean, yeah, kind of sort of true, a little.
So if you was talking to Ketlen, say if y'all that's your girl, like what would you say? Like 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 just kind of pretend like you talking to Ketlen.
About Amanda.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, just because she don't have no gas tank, don't mean that she won't get in your shit. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, cause
Right,
even,
right,
I mean,
exactly.
cause think about it. Cause even when she fought Raquel and she was beating Raquel up, she by the second round she was breathing hard. She was already out of endurance. She was already out of there.
Who Amanda?
Yeah, even though she was beating Raquel up, she was breathing hard as hell. They was trying to fix her little braid came loose on
Yeah.
the side of her head.
Wow. Picking now, you picking on her for no reason. I mean, come on, Janice, that's pretty mean.
I don't pick.
Okay, well, she says she don't pick. Okay, but I mean, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Ketlen. I think Ketlen need to. I'm gonna be honest. I think Ketlen probably might want to shut the hell up. I agree with her on some stuff, but you got Tanya Evinger in your face, okay?
That needs to be her main concern.
You don't need to be giving no interviews. And girl, you got Evinger. You better not overlook Evinger. Evinger went
I
in.
was just thinking. I was
Oh, go ahead. Yes,
as
sir. Yes, sir.
here. I was just thinking as good as Kevin Beery is, Tanya Evinger is not somebody to look past. That's just me.
It
Okay.
sure ain't. And since I know her personally, I know if you look past her and you try to count her out, that's the worst mistake of your life, underestimating her.
Yeah, man, you can't underestimate Amanda Nunes because Amanda.
No, I'm talking about Tanya.
Oh, can't underestimate Tanya Evinger. Tanya been in there, have you in a darn pretzel, or have you, like taking a bite out of your own fingers, man. You keep,
Yeah, so
keep
I mean,
tripping.
while Ketlen is thinking ahead, talking about title fights and all that, she needs to make sure she win this what she finna have while she trying to think ahead.
Yeah, man.
She needs to secure that win first.
Yeah, I think Ketlen young too. She young, and she responding how somebody 26 gonna respond. And it's immaturity. Like you better be in there taking some butt whipping. That's what Ketlen Vieira need to be doing. And going to shut up, man, because Tanya might come in there. And see, I think Tanya can mentally have an edge over Ketlen if she do what veterans do, because vets know how to get in these kids' head. Like you saw, I don't know if you watch Caitlin Young's fight against King Rainer.
Hmm.
King Rainer, 22 years old, man. Look, Caitlin Young was like, Shh, man, they looking at they looking at my 9 losses, but King Rainer was dumb. She tried to stand with an accomplished Muay Thai fighter. Like Ketlin, I mean, they not Ketlin, King Rainer, they didn't get that. She tried to stand with somebody very accomplished in Muay Thai, and it didn't end up, man. But see, also with Caitlin Young being a veteran and Rena being so young, Caitlin Young got in her head. She was like, this girl ain't beat me in the stand up. And then when she pieced up enough, then she stopped the takedowns. It was like she got demoralized. But that's what young fighters do. King Rayner overlooked Stephanie Young. I mean, God dog it. King Rayner was talking cold cash junk, and she completely overlooked Caitlin Young because she had 9 losses. Okay, completely overlooked her. Like, man, she ain't beating nobody with them 9 losses. And Caitlin Young went in there and beat King Rayner's. She broke a foot in King Rayner's behind. That's what I say. Crazy. But I agree, man. So okay,
I,
let's. Oh, go ahead, General.
I, I was just looking at footage of Caitlin Young, and man, that she's not no pushover. She's tough, man. She got a really good jab and been straight. She's a tough one.
Yeah, she can fight, man. Yeah, and she admitted her ground game is is not there like she wanted to be. Okay, I mean she's a striker. That's what she does. But man, she got her wrestling together, man. Because every one of her fights too, man, is weird when you look at them. She's actually dominating the first part of the fight, but then these fighters they get smart and then they go to the ground, and I'm like, whoop. As soon as they get try to get her to the ground, it's like that's where she loses a little bit of ground. But she's gotten better though, man. She stuffed a lot of takedowns, and King Rayner is a judoka, man. King Rayner is good, and she stopped them takedowns. So hey, man, it's getting good. Now let's do a breakdown. We'll start with Dennis Espinoza, like a sort of like a keys to victory. Okay, we will. So Dennis, what I need is breakdown like what does Ketlen need to do to defeat Tanya Evinger, and then we'll flip it around.
In watching Ketlen in her last fight that she won with a split decision over Zingano, she has the same weakness as Nicco. She squares up and throws arm punches with no power. And Zingano was tagging her. She beat Zingano on the ground, which is a good feat. So it'll be interesting to me. Evinger is obviously good on the ground, more experience, and I think watching a little bit better on her feet. So the only way I see her beating Evinger, and I don't see her actually beating Evinger, is taking it. Testing Evinger's cardio, and that's going to be a tough thing too, because Evinger's a tough guy, and she comes in prepared. So I think it's going to actually be tough for her, and I think you're absolutely right. She might be talking to get her name known and get exposure, but it's too early. She doesn't want to get what she's asking for. I think she's right. She's right in her evaluation. I believe Holmes would beat Nunes on the feet simply because Nunes is a boxer, and the way Nunes fights, she's fast. She has a good straight right hand. She has power. But I think Holly would move and tag her all day. What she has to do is get those takedowns and get top game. I don't see her doing a whole lot of damage on the feet.
Okay, all right. Much respect to Dennis Espinoza. Okay, General Africa, what does Ketlen Vieira have to do to defeat Tanya Evinger? I'm asking everybody the exact same question.
Okay. Ketlen Vieira, I think, just do her best to use her size to her advantage, her youth, and like athleticism, and just try to I think that she should, because that's the thing, because Ketlen Vieira is not the best striker, but she is pretty decent at it. Tanya Evinger was dangerous on the ground, and even though Ketlen Vieira is good on the ground too, I don't know if she can really hang with Tanya Evinger down there, man. So I don't know. I think maybe try her best to stick to strike and maybe get her against the cage or something like that, and try to just get points that way.
Okay, well, that sounds legit, man. All right, good breakdown by General Africa. Okay, Genesis Green, what does Ketlen Vieira need to do to defeat Tanya Evinger?
Oh wow.
And you work with Tanya, so yeah, guys, she trains with Tanya. Genesis Green trains with Tanya Evinger. Oh, you know what? Dang, that might mess you up. So you might can't do that. Okay, I tell you what then. You tell us, what does Tanya need to do to defeat Ketlen?
Stay on her ass and don't let her get a chance to breathe, move, do nothing. Just stay on her. And I know she could do it, so
Okay. She
Just
said it.
stay on them, be accurate, be precise. Make sure all your timing is right.
Okay. All right. And Genesis Green, she's a fighter and she trains with Tanya. So, yeah, that was a bad thing. I wouldn't go ask her to, Tanya, listen to this, be like, hey, girl, what you telling everybody for? What you doing? You know how she talk.
Oh no, she real ghetto.
Man, on a segue, boy, she told me, she said, you know, if you wouldn't kiss Laura Senko, she said you're a damn liar. I said, what? I said, Tanya, look, hey, I'm not attracted to Laura. She says, you're a damn liar.
Oh God.
Yeah, man, Tanya crazy, man. I'm gonna get her back on here soon. I'm gonna get her back on here soon eventually. Okay, guys, real quick before I give my breakdown of what they need to do, guys, please go subscribe to the Come Get This Work Mobcast. It's a weekly, well, podcast type deal that we're gonna be on, and guys, it's gonna be we're gonna talk about all facets of MMA, guys. You don't want to miss it. Go subscribe. I see 80 of y'all. You've already took the bait and you said, "Hey, come get this work a chance." Okay, guys, go ahead and sub. Okay, I'm gonna give my breakdown and then I'll go to George. Okay, George has just gotten in the building. Okay, so we'll get it going. Okay, all right. So, guys, what Ketlen Vieira would need to do to defeat Tanya Evinger? Okay, Ketlen Vieira, she's got the athletic edge over Tanya Evinger. She's more athletic. Um, Ketlen cannot be quick to overextend herself by trying to engage Tanya Evinger, okay? And definitely, we don't need to have a BJJ competition because Ketlen, to me, has better stand-up than Tanya, okay? I think Ketlen does because Tanya, her stand-up to me is not great. She's got a jab, but Tanya's flat-footed. Tanya, when she's on the ground, she swims, okay? The first thing that Ketlen would do, I would kick the legs from under Tanya Evinger. Now, the reason why I would do that to her, because Tanya isn't extremely mobile, but see, on the ground when you're rolling and you got a leg that's been severely chewed up, it's going to be hard to execute a lot of those different techniques that she's going to try to do. I would sit, if I'm Ketlen, I would bag up and I would just eat up Tanya Evinger's lead leg. I would keep doing it because it's right there. It's right there. Like, what, you look at what Cyborg did. Cyborg did the exact same thing. I mean, she ate up that lead leg of Tanya Evinger. See, people were just looking at the knockout blows or the punches that Chris was doing at Tanya. Chris Cyborg ate that leg up too. And see, there's a reason why she did it. Because Tanya Evinger was able to get Cyborg down, but Tanya wasn't able to hold her down. When you got a leg that's chewed up, I mean, rolling is difficult. I don't know if y'all ever tried to actually roll with your leg hurt, one of your legs. Man, it's a painful thing. And then especially if somebody roll over on your leg or you try to, rotate your hips to get up, it's painful. And trying to hold somebody down is even more painful. Chew up that lead leg. The second thing that Ketlen need to do, or whatever when I'm on, is she got to stay in the center of the octagon, okay? She's going to win that battle in the center of the octagon. She'll win that. Tanya Evinger has to, she's in the center of the octagon. Tanya's got only a couple of options because she's not going to beat you standing. Hey, somebody got an echo on, and, just go ahead and just, because I'm trying to give a breakdown. Let me see. Who would that? See, man, I lose my train of thought. Okay, appreciate it. Tanya in the center of the octagon. She don't have a stand. Her stand up is not there, so she's gonna have a tough time. Trying to stand with Ketlen in the center of the octagon. And see, Tanya would more than likely have to try to shoot up under Ketlen's offense. But see, Ketlen has great takedown defense, and she's gonna have to turn Tanya Evinger into a striker in order to get that win. Okay. So that's my breakdown on what Ketlen needs to do for Tanya Evinger and don't go into Tanya's guard. Don't go into Tanya guard. Tanya Evinger, her guard nasty, man. It's real nasty. And see, Tanya Evinger also can transition from different submissions and she can do it real quickly. Just because now she's standing, she real slow when she stand. When she go to the ground, Tanya Evinger is dangerous, man. The threat of her submitting you is always present. It don't matter what she doing. Like Tanya can submit you from her back. She can submit you from a half guard. She can submit you from a full guard. I mean, she can submit you from, a full mount, a half mount. Like Tanya Evinger can do it. And so Ketlen better be careful, man. She better not be quick to run up in there. Okay, now let's flip the script, okay? Janice has already answered the question. What does Tanya Evinger, guys, need to do to win this fight versus Ketlen? We'll start with George Page.
Well, Tanya got to step up on her, her striking. She gets some good shots in, and also, as I said before, body shots can do a lot of damage. If she can kick her around the abdominal area, a nice kick in the side, and maybe a good shot in the liver, she probably can take her down. And then just, make her to the point where she has no choice but to drop her hands. And then when you see that shot, you take a headshot.
Okay, so that's George's breakdown. Okay, General Africa, we'll go to you, bro. What does Tanya Evinger need to do, man, to beat Ketlen Vieira?
Okay. Well, I mean, I know that Tanya isn't like one of the most mobile fighters out there, but I think that if she could just kind of just try and present less of a target with feints and whatnot, she is pretty skilled in that department. Just try not to be there because, like you said, and I was just thinking the same thing. Ketlen Vieira likes to use those leg kicks, and that kind of hurt Evinger in the last fight against Cyborg. So just if using some lateral movement and stuff like that, try and frustrate Ketlen because she's a young fighter, and she's probably frustrated already because she thinks that she believes that she should be fighting for a title and whatnot. So try and frustrate her, try and like the what are the people with the bulls or whatever that I forgot what you call them, but just try and aggravate her and stuff like that, and then bait her in. Yeah, exactly. The Matador. But try to bait her in and then, do what you do, take her down. And like you said, Coach, she's so skilled on the ground. She gets you in the most unorthodox way. You'd be like, how did I get here? But yeah, try to frustrate her and try to just use your experience to get her right where you want her.
Okay, the main man, Dennis Espinoza.
Well, I like the term you used about flipping the script. One thing I've thought about is, looks like Ketlen likes to come forward, and we know Tanya likes to come forward unless he's fighting Cyborg, and everybody backs up from Cyborg. But I think in part of that frustration, you can frustrate Tanya, or they could actually frustrate each other, depending on who does it. I thought about, and you touched it as well. If either one of them gets the other to overextend on strikes, duck under and take down. To me, that's one key because they both have decent ground games. I think Tanya is stronger. Whoever gets the other one down and gets top is going to have a big advantage, and whoever can do that the most often is going to win the fight. Ironically, a lot of times when you have two grapplers, it ends up being an all stand-up match, and that will be interesting because I don't see them. Ketlen might be a little bit better on her feet with hands, but not by much. So that'll be interesting too. But as General Africa said, frustrate her. One way to frustrate her is stay on the outside, keep a distance beyond that kick, make her come forward, make her overextend. Let her use it. Tanya could let her use that youthful exuberance and frustration to get her overextend, duck under, and take her down. And that's what basically Ketlen needs to do too: is find a way to get her to the ground.
Okay, all right. So that's what Tanya Evinger need to do from most of y'all. Okay, from everybody here on the panel. I'm gonna tell you what I think Tanya would need to do. Okay, for Tanya, it's gonna start in the face-offs. Okay, and Tanya Evinger is good on the microphone. She real good, and Tanya Evinger can plant doubt. Both of the fights with Yana Kunitskaya, Tanya Evinger, she planted that doubt in Yana's head. Okay. In the second fight, Tanya, she told Yana, you ain't beating me. Girl, you can't beat me. You ain't beat me the first time. Like, Tanya was already in Yana's head, okay? And she was doing it. Every opportunity Tanya ever got, she talked a gang of cold crap to Yana Kunitskaya. And, Yana couldn't deal with that, man. She couldn't deal with it. Because Yana wasn't used to somebody just getting up in her face and talking that garbage. Most of the opponents Yana face, they're cordial. They're laughing and shaking your hand. See, this ain't Tanya Evinger. Tanya got to use that to her advantage, man. And she got to get in. She got to get in Ketlen head. Ketlen young, so young fighters, they react emotion wise. Okay, they don't think things through. They don't think things through. They try to go out on their shield. Man, Tanya need to be up in Ketlen's face saying, "Hey, girl, you think you gonna beat me? Do you really think? Do you believe in your mind that you're gonna take me out? I'm gonna submit you before you even get started." See,
Yep.
that's what
Yep.
Tanya need to be doing to her, man. Ketlen gonna get mad, and see, she's gonna want to retaliate. She's gonna want to retaliate and say something, and then Ketlen gonna be all up in her emotions, and she gonna end up getting her PG-13 channel submitted. See, then next, Tanya Evinger, what she need to do, man, she need to time Ketlen. Ketlen got a habit of reaching in. She reach in too much. She overextends. And if Ketlen overextends, Tanya need to be ready to shoot for that double leg takedown, okay? She need to be right there ready for a double leg because Ketlen is going to give it to you. Ketlen will give it to you. It's going to be there, okay? And I promise. I promise, okay? Ketlen Vieira will be there for a double leg takedown. Do it, okay? Keep Ketlen Vieira, okay? Get top control. Get top control on Ketlen. Keep on the ground, okay? And I think that Tanya need to spend a lot of time submitting. You know, submissions, man, even when you don't get them, they wear you out, okay? They wear the person submitting, but the person who being submitted, that's also painful. Even if, you know, a rear naked choke is not on good enough, it still hurt because they smashing your face, they cranking that thing on your chin. It hurt, you know. Also, you know, Tanya Evinger, you know, Ketlen Vieira will be available for an armbar because she's really wild, man. She does a lot of wild stuff. And see, when people, you know, you're real wild against somebody like Tanya Evinger, she can catch one of those limbs, man, and go for an armbar. Like, she's there. Um, Also, too, Tanya, you know, need to wear down Ketlen Vieira. She need to go to the body. Ketlen Vieira has a very weak body, man. It's suspect. It's so suspect. And she can't handle shots. And her ribs, you know, she has some injured ribs. If I'm Tanya, I'm going right back to them ribs, you know. Right back to the injured ribs in the same spot. Because Kat Zingano re-injured them. Okay? Like, they need to really get their homework in and watch some of Ketlen tendencies, man. Ketlen got a lot of holes, but the problem with Ketlen Vieira is that she's so athletic that it makes up for a lot of the stupid stuff that she do as a fighter. It just make up, like, she's not the best striker, but, like, she can absorb blows. Okay, Ketlen can absorb a lot of punishment. And that's another thing that Tanya got to be aware of. You know, don't get into a standing battle. Don't strike with the girl. The girl can take shots, okay? You can hit the damn girl with a baseball bat. Ketlen still come. Ketlen will probably break your baseball bat. You hit in the head. Ketlen got a big water head, man. I'm telling you, man, that head can break mountains, okay? Don't stand there and try to knock Ketlen out. That's not going to work, okay? Tanya,
Coach,
hold on. Tanya need to utilize a very, very good jab. Ketlen can be effective. Tanya has a good jab. Her jab is decent. It's not the best, but it's good. And her jab is good enough to throw Ketlen off, make Ketlen reset, because Ketlen is going to try that Jessica Andrade, come forward. Man, Tanya Evinger hit her with a good educated jab, make Ketlen reset. Guess what? Tanya Evinger can be in the driver's seat. Ketlen Vieira can be beat. She can definitely be beat, but it's going to come on the ground, man. And she's open for a lot of different submissions, okay? The one of choice that I think she's open for the most, I think she'll be available for an armbar, man. I think that armbar will be there all night long. Okay, now go ahead. Who was coming in? I'm sorry.
Well, Coach, you think if Ketlen get past Tanya, will they throw Holly against her before she gets shot at Amanda?
See, that's what Ketlen said, man. Ketlen don't believe that after Tanya she getting a title shot, man. I don't believe it either. I think they are gonna give her Holly Holm, because you know, think about it, man. Who is Holly gonna fight? Holly Holm not going back up to the featherweight division. She said, I ain't going up there no more. She said, I'm done. So who else are they gonna put her in there with? Either it's gonna be Amanda Nunes or Holly Holm, okay? And the fight that they want to make is Nunes versus Holm. That's the fight they want to make, but they can't deny Ketlen. Ketlen will more than likely have to face Holly Holm, okay?
I think the fight they really more like to make up is Nunes versus Kat Zingano, because you know she really, you know, I mean, you know, I seen that fight and Kat was taking some good licks. She was getting beat up on, but she get that shot in and got on top of Amanda and just wailed on her. I think she can't. She's still in the back of her head. I think she still can't live that down. I know she wants a shot at Cat, but Cat has to climb up the ladder again. I mean, if like this, because probably more likely if Ketlen does not beat Tanya, then more likely they're gonna give a shot for Zingano versus Holm, and that'll be something more interesting. See if those two get a shot at Nunes after she gets buried by Cyborg.
Okay, guys. Now let's go off into a quick segue because I know, and it's not on the actual itinerary, but I kind of want to talk about this since we talked about Holly Holm, okay? And I got to start with Genesis first, since she's a fighter and she can do this breakdown. Now she can do it, okay? Um, Tell me, what does a fighter like Holly Holm need to do to beat Ketlen? Because you familiar with Holly's style, you researched her. What does she need to do to take Ketlen out of there?
She needs to be more aggressive. And she needs to be more engaging instead of being indecisive with her movements. She needs to change up her movements and her patterns in which she go around the ring. Because, her style is kind of, you know, it's a format to it. So, I mean, to me, if she changes that up and she, works on her striking a little bit more and don't be too predictable, I think she can beat her. I mean, because she has awesome takedown defense. Holly's really, really strong, so she really don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, I mean that's the only thing that I can see. So
Okay, so tell me then, and flip it back over. What does Ketlen need to do to defeat Holly Holm?
she needs to be unpredictable. She needs to engage more, but at the same time, kind of fan her out, make her think that she's gonna do something, and then engage in a different strike or whether it be just different type of movements. If she feints her out and do different movements and be on her and you know just really really on her, she'll be okay.
Okay, all right, good breakdown. Okay, okay, George, we'll go to you, sir. All right, the breakdowns, man. What does Ketlen and Holly need to do to defeat each other? All right. Okay, all right. We'll go to General Africa. Okay, George will be back. Okay, General Africa. What does Ketlen? What do they both need to do to beat each other?
I think Holmes should be her, her usual self. Like she she brought her best product to Cyborg, man. She was in great shape and she was just all over the place, mobile and stuff like that. But it was Cyborg. You can't beat that. You know what I mean? I don't think anything she could have done that night would have allowed her to beat Cyborg. But those same skills, those same talents, those same uh, uh, positive attributes about her could definitely give Kellen Vieira problems, like being mobile, counter punching, stuff like that. Just keeping it up, striking on the ground. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. And then it's just vice versa with Kellen Vieira. Take her to the ground and try to keep her there, and don't go toe to toe with Holly Holm.
Okay, all right. Okay, good. That's a pretty good breakdown, man. Okay, Dennis Espinoza, what's up?
Well, as Genesis said, and General Africa touched on a little bit, Holly is predictable. She moves to her left all the time, and she does have a format. She does have a sort of a formula. That can be very bad, but I don't think Ketlen has the experience to take advantage of it that much. So Holly will do her thing, like General Africa says, be a typical self stick and move. This stick and move, use her boxing and set up her kicks. Ketlen needs to cut off the ring and find a way to make Holly overextend to be able to get the takedown. Ketlen has to give Holly the takedown, otherwise she's going to get tagged on in.
Okay. Hey George, did you give your breakdown?
Ooh,
Yeah, Dennis, I think you got a lot of feedback, man.
yeah.
I muted. It's not me.
Yeah, the feedback coming in from your microphone to your speaker back into your microphone. Okay, yeah, you probably just go on mute. Ooh, ooh. Well, that thing piercing my
Yeah.
earlobes. Okay, George. So go for it. Breakdown, please.
Well, I see like this. If Caitlyn, yeah, I'll take this out real quick. Now, if Cat, now, which one you want to start first? Holly or Caitlyn first?
Man, it's on you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, what Holly got to do is she got to use her superior footwork, like the same footwork she usually fought Cyborg. Try to keep Caitlyn from not trying to cut up the octagon. Also, fall back a little bit on your boxing. She's a boxer. Use your striking. Don't let her take it to the ground, because once you take it to the ground, it's not like with Megan. You're not going to do too well. So and also and don't call your shots. Don't be doing that hiya hiya. Just keep it just surprise her, because if you make yourself predictable, she know what she's going to do. She's going to find a way to get out of the situation, because you know that's just a bad idea. You should never make yourself predictable. And also for Ketlen, well, Holly's not that great. Oh, does not have that great BJJ. So you got to get on the ground, submit her. Do like what Misha Tate did. If you get on the back, then it's over. Pretty much, you put her to sleep. And also, since she's a little bit younger, you have the energy. Just just don't go too all out. Hold a little something in reserve, depending if it's going to be a 3-rounder or a 5-rounder.
Okay. All right. Okay, man. George Page put it in there, man. All right. I'm going to give mine. Mine are going to be real, real quick, okay? It's going to be quick. Okay. If Ketlin deals with Holly, she's going to have to be able to counter punch, because Holly Holm is not going to be stupid, okay? She's not going to go to the ground with Ketlin, okay? Ketlin is leagues above Holly Holm on the ground, okay? Holly Holm, she's not going to try. I don't think she will. And if she does, that's gonna be real bad. Okay. Ketlin, she's gonna have to counterpunch, man. If she's gonna stand, she's either gonna have to counterpunch or wait for Holly Holm to throw those jabs, and Holly Holm will come at you from a distance. She'll throw like these probing jabs to blind you, and then she'll try to end it off with a kick. Okay. Holly Holm has a tendency to do that. She'll throw a whole lot of those jabs from a distance, and then she'll end it off with a kick. It's very predictable. It's there. It's gonna happen. Ketlen Vieira, all she got to do is shoot up under that last strike and then get Holly Holm down. Holly Holm on her back, she's totally helpless, okay? She has no idea what to do on her back. Okay, I've seen her when she fought against Valentina. Valentina kept Holly Holm on that ground. And, I mean, Valentina kept Holly on the ground. And it's just like, man, like Holly Holm really is in a bind if somebody ever get her to her back. Like, she really is, okay? And I started thinking, man, somebody gonna beat Holly Holm. And as soon as I started thinking about that, when she fought Misha Tate, Misha Tate was able to do it. But Misha Tate took advantage of what Holly Holm don't have. That's a significant ground game. And people are arguing, well, Holly's good on the ground now. She's good. I mean, look what she did to Megan. Well, Megan not that great on the ground. So when you're with a person who green like Megan, yeah, you're gonna dominate them on the ground, okay? But Holly Holm, she's not going to dominate Ketlen Vieira on the ground. She's not going to do it, okay? I mean, Ketlen, her whole game is being able to, be on that ground. And Ketlen got to be aware, man, she can't be rushing in on Holly Holm, bro. She can't do it. Because Holly Holm do got the timing to catch you with something. Like, you're not just knocking people out with a head kick because you're getting lucky. Holly Holm has pretty good timing. Her timing is decent. And especially when it comes to the kicking game, her kicks are phenomenal, okay? Like, Holly Holm is one of the only fighters I see that don't have to set her kicks up with a jab. Like, she can just throw the head kick and it's right there, and she going to catch you with it. So, Ketlen better be careful, Now, what Holly Holm got to do to Ketlen, Holly Holm need to be going to the body, man. Ketlen is weak in the body. And I'm talking about, man, Holly Holm move better than Ketlen Vieira. Holly Holm could circle this girl to death, go to her weak side, kick her in the body to death. Ketlen ain't going to be able to do that, man. Ketlen going to be looking up. She going to be wondering what to do. And then, Holly can piece up and get up out of there. Piece up, get up out of there. If Holly Holm engages Ketlen in a clinch, it's a wrap. She's not going to be able to muscle Ketlen the very around. She ain't going to be able to do it. Holly Holm, she get in the clinch, Holly Holm going to get beat up. That's just how it is. Ketlen is going to break a foot off in Holly's behind. Okay? And then it's not going to be nice, okay? She going to break it off, and she going to shake it out, put it back in, shake it out, break it off, put it back. Look, Holly Holm going to get hurt.
We do the hokey pokey, turn some around.
Yeah, man. You going to do that hokey pokey and turn around, and we'll see Holly Holm getting up off the canvas in a pool of her own blood. Okay? Holly Holm better stay at a distance, and she better jab and kick the crap out of her. Set Ketlen up. Make Ketlen make mistakes, man. She young. Okay? The younger fighters, they make them critical mistakes and get themselves knocked out. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, Ketlen Vieira is not going to let Holly Holm we get it. Holly is strong as an ox, cool. But that's not going to work against Ketlen Vieira. Ketlen Vieira is going to have you in the clinch for a millisecond, then she's going to flip the heck out of you. And then you're going to be on the ground and she's going to be on top of you. So, like you said, stay at a distance because that's one thing that Ketlen Vieira is very good at.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we've all broke this fight down, okay? We've broken it down, and we've got it to the bare minimum, okay? All right, we got off topic, okay, but I wanted to get that in because, hey, this is MMA, and we talking about it. Okay, guys, we're going to spend a little bit of time shortly, okay, on this whole thing. Cindy Dandois. Cindy been all over social media, bro. Cindy ain't letting this go, and she doing whatever she got to do, man, to get her shine, man. She doing whatever she got to do. So recently, Cindy Dandois, man, look, she clapped back. Cindy told Panny Kenzai, okay, because Panny Kenzai got mad and where everybody hating on us because we made the tough show and they didn't. And that's kind of how Panny Kenzai worded it, man. And I'm like, what? Okay. Well, ain't nobody hating. I mean, and Cindy just said, well, half the show is bantamweights. I mean, half of you guys that got picked are true bantamweights. So Cindy said, listen, if they knew that this is what they were going to do, pick a bunch of bantamweights, then, I wasted my time and money. Cindy got a full-time job, I mean, she got 3 kids. Cindy, she a teacher. I mean, Cindy got a full job. I mean, and guys, I'm going to tell you what's comical, though. Why I laugh at Cindy. Because she works. She take care of kids. She trains part-time. Now, most of these fighters training full-time, okay? Like, they're training full-time. That's what they do. Cindy can't afford the luxury. Man, Cindy get in there and just beat them girls. And she beating them. All these girls doing all this running, conditioning up heels. And, man, Cindy getting all work, whooping their tail. But Cindy told her straight up. She said, nah, don't tell that lie. She was like, look here, the half of y'all are bantamweights. That's just how it is, okay? That's just the way that is. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll start with you. We'll start with you, Genesis. I mean, what you think, man? What do you think about Cindy's comments? And wait a minute. And let me, I can read them off to you. Just so you can actually, legitimately hear what this woman said. Okay. I read what Panny Kenzai said, and then I'll tell you what Cindy said. Let's see. Okay. So, Panny Kenzai, she said, it's basically half and half, feathers and bantam. A lot of season I have watched the fighters move up a division for being on tough. I actually went 5-0 in the beginning of my career at 145 pounds, which, okay, she's definitely got a point. Okay, now Cindy said, yes, it's actually a bantamweight season. Had I had known they would, had I've known they would have taken bantams, I would not have gone to tryouts as it was totally throwing away money and time. And then Leah Letson came on to say, I have actually spent the majority of my career at 145. 13 total fights. Only 3 of them have been at bantam. The rest were featherweight. So Leah Letson, I knew she was a legit featherweight. But, what are your thoughts about Cindy and Panny? Genesis Green, the queen. Is she in the building? Think maybe Genesis
That
Green.
was so sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Genesis is busy.
Wait, what you said? I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. This will be an opening point. I don't have time to pick on Genesis. You know what? I don't even know Genesis anymore. I no longer know her. Who is Genesis? Who the hell is Genesis?
You know what? Give me your address. I'm gonna show you.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
I live at
oh,
4545. That's just the way that is Boulevard. Come see me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna find you.
Yeah, you come see me. You know the coach will smack the yellow right off your teeth.
Like,
oh,
oh, my teeth are white. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, you know.
oh.
Yeah, but the yellow on the back of them, you know.
I paid down to see that fight.
Man, I've been got kicked in the head. A Holly Holm kick to the head. That's what I've been got.
I'm gonna give you one of them cats and Gano takedowns. Slam your ass on the cement.
That's okay.
Oh,
You better watch out for the
ouch.
guard, girl. I'm gonna have to give you a triangle submission choke. You be tapping out, head be jiggling all over the place. Coach.
You
Go to
know what?
sleep.
I can get out of those.
Yeah. I
Put
believe you
it,
could. I believe you could. I believe you could get out of that. And what I'll say, I'll sprinkle you with some Coach Shelton Harrison holy water.
Oh Lord.
I sprinkle you with
I,
that, and that'll make you run.
Coach,
I can see it. Coach,
who's
I can
the
see it
girl
give you
that?
one of those. But
No, I was like, who's the girl who did like the worm on the in the? You showed that one video. Who's the girl that did like the worm after she got submitted?
That was Rachel Ray.
Oh Lord.
oh, who she was fighting that? Who she fought? Was that Valentina she fought, or was that somebody else?
No. Rachel Ray got submitted by Jamie Thornton.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. I've never heard that name before. That's why I forgot who's fought her. But
But
uh,
yeah, coach, I hate submissions. That's the first thing I learned how to do is get the hell up out of them. Arm bars, all that shit. I can get up out of it. I can even pick
Coach,
somebody up and slam their ass if they got me.
she should put in
Congratulations.
she should put in the figure four leg guard. Woo! Woo!
Look, you can get kicked in the face playing with me if you want.
That's okay. Spoken, that's what a fighter's supposed to say. You're not supposed to say you're going to get knocked out. All right. So, what do you think about Cindy Dandois' comments, her and Penny Kenzai?
I saw it. I think she just likes to argue.
I mean,
I'm being honest. Cindy likes to argue, and I think she feels, the only way to like push herself back out there to even get a fight is to talk shit. That's how everybody else does. Think about it. The main people that talk the most shit get what they want.
man, yeah, that's true.
Even with the guys, think about it. Kobe Covington, he talked shit. He talked his ass up to an interim title. You got to think about Connor and a few other people. Like a lot of them, some of the places that they went to, they got there through running their mouth. It wasn't because they were just so skilled that they deserved it. Shit, you talk shit and you call out the right person, you go get what you want.
Yeah, true that. You talk junk, you get what you want.
Yeah, for real. And especially if it's really good and everybody else is gravitating towards it, hell yeah, they're gonna give it to you.
She don't appear to be getting, everything. Like, it's almost like they're ignoring her, like,
I know it's like Cinderella don't exist.
yeah, and I'm kind of, and I'm thinking about that because Cindy Dandois, whenever she put up a post, people, like, she got a lot of views. Like, people, they reshare her stuff. Like, even that Cindy Dandois interview, my interviews don't do very well on YouTube. They don't get over 1,000 views. Shoot, Cindy Dandois, that interview almost at 1,000 views, and people are actually sharing that darn interview. Okay, they sharing that darn interview. Okay, they're sharing it, and I'm like, yo, and
That's a good thing.
people don't look at hour long interviews. They just people don't tend to do that. But for me on this channel, 1,000 views on an hour long interview, like that's crazy. And Valentina and Juliana Pena, they more popular than Cindy. Cindy Dandois, her interview, they got more views, man. Like Cindy is a very polarizing character. She's she's popular, and and she can sell a fight because she always doing weird stuff like, wearing wings and a tiara and. Then one time, remember she was sprinkling fairy dust all over the place. I'm like, what is she doing? Sprinkling
You know,
fairy
she looks
dust?
like
Yeah, she's very dramatic and over the top.
she
But
she reminds me
Yeah.
she reminds me of Elsa from Frozen.
Yep, she sure do.
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
see
that's
her
what.
now running to the ring, talking about let it go.
Yeah, man. You'll be in a winter
Get knocked
wonderland.
out.
Shit.
Yeah, you'll be in a
She
darn
look
winter
like
wonderland. Shoot.
yeah. But see, coach, and it just goes back to what I said. Like, people like fighters that are outspoken. I mean, yeah, everybody like a fighter that can fight, but damn, when you can fight and you talk shit and you actually call out the people that you want to, you're gonna get more fans because you're vocal and you're saying what's on your mind and you're being real and authentic and you're being uncensored and people like that. I mean, all these fighters, granted, not to take nothing away from the featherweights and the bantamweights have been fighting for a long time, but damn, y'all just fight people and people be like, okay, so who you want to fight next? Oh, I don't know. Shit, call a bitch out. Say how you feel. What you scared for? It's just a fight. Either you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. I mean, it's no in between.
Go like old school Mike Tyson, like I want to eat his when you talk about like I want to eat toy, I want to eat his kids, I want to do Christian hitting, Brett Allah.
Lord have mercy.
Georgia.
That's actually a very nice way to say it for Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike called people out. He called people out. And that what made him a great fighter.
Well, one thing about Mike, he was very, he does say some goofy stuff, and it's like, okay, man, really, like that didn't make sense. But he's actually more. He was great at getting in people's heads psychologically.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would have torn, and that's the thing that I get mad about with a lot of these girls. And Cindy has that. Cindy has that. She can get into her opponent's head, and the UFC has really screwed Cindy Dandois over. Like when they kicked her out, that was bogus, man. They was foul for that, man. Not even giving her a chance. She was basically set up to lose, and now. This is just further proof that they don't have any intention of building up the featherweight division. They talk all this stuff and then they don't even bring in veterans who have built this division. They bring it in bantamweights and stuff. It's just a joke. And like I've said, I was one of the first people on here saying Cyborg should leave. Cyborg is probably going to leave. This is why. So, I mean, she's not jealous. She just wants to be able to get the fights that she deserves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just ridiculous, man. She's been set up to fail. This is what she's doing. Keep on doing this.
And then, like, Coach, I seen that video of her where she was at the Chargers, like open traffic, and she was like, catching balls with the kids, stuff like that. And that's somebody who can really sell something. Instead of like, hey, you know what? She's in LA right now. She's with the Chargers. Let's take advantage of this. Let's try to keep her on. Because the guys were shaking hands with her, they were talking to her. She was, catching football with the kids. They were doing like a little tossing thing. She was throwing balls. She was out there, and even these guys, pro football players, know who she is. And it's just sad the UFC does not want to take advantage of this person they have on their lineup. That's a star. She probably could be a bigger star than Ronda if they really utilize her star power instead of just being afraid, and put people who want to fight her. Pam Sorensen wants to fight her. Cindy wants to fight her.
A lot of people want to fight her.
Yeah, they want.
Gideon Gomez, shit. The list goes on and on.
Yeah, even if they're going to lose, they might. They pretty much going to lose. You have fighters, and that's the same thing you talk about in the men's division. With the men, there's more ducking than you think about it.
I was going to say
scared.
I was going to say the same thing, George. If they promoted Cyborg like they did Rousey, the super Brazilian killer, give her these fights, she's going to win. They could promote the heck out of that for being so dominant. He would bring him in the money. It's a shame that they're losing money and spiting their nose or face things, and not promoting her because they'd be making money. I think Cindy's comments are maybe a little bit too negative, but that might be a result of a little sour grapes because she wasn't chosen for tough. And so I think that emotionally, he should have been picked, but emotionally, it's like sort of an emotional reaction. I wasn't picked, and it's a little bit of sour grapes. I'm a little bit too pessimistic about the weight class. And they probably, y'all are probably right. Other people have said it before. They probably, if they do develop the weight class, it'll be after the Cyborg leaves, unfortunately.
And then, like I said, like Davis, like I said, this, if she leaves, if Scott Coker has enough sense, he'll snatch it. And they say, what, Chris, you can do your boxing as long as you do the fighting. And there's a good chance that Julia Bush, she might stay in and just fight her, and then just when she loses the title, she's gonna run to UFC, build the featherweight division around her, Megan, and maybe whatever girl they feel like can represent the featherweight division better. But it's I don't want to see somebody. This is a good. You have a talent, and if somebody's smart enough to capitalize on that person who has talent, then I'm sorry, you're SOL. You're ass out.
Okay. And real quick, man, I see my boy Full Time in the building. I don't know if he know about this, and my boy Ed Harris the third, man, and me and Ed Harris the third, we coming on here probably in about a week, man. And Ed is like we he's actually doing a trolling documentary, man. It's gonna be good, man. I'm telling y'all, man. When Ed Harris the third tell y'all, boy, like really has what people do, it's gonna be crazy. But me and Ed, we're probably hopefully this week coming or this weekend. I want to do it this weekend with me and Ed Harris, man. We do that troll documentary. Guys, to come get this work, okay, to come get this work, Mobcast podcast is on Thursday nights now at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's for the MMA community. We're going to talk about all aspects of MMA, okay? All aspects of MMA, okay? And we're going to talk to men, the women, promoters, different organizations beside the UFC, fighters fighters you don't know. And General Africa is going to send out the email links, okay, to people that want to participate in the Mobcast, okay? Maybe we'll have between 5 and 6 people. We'll be on there talking MMA. So, guys, I've just posted the link, and the name of the channel is called Come Get This Work, guys. And it's going to be, we're going to have an agenda. We're going to have an agenda and, pretty much what we're going to talk about for the week. And even some of you guys, if you want to email, me or General Africa, we can put some of that stuff on, and, we'll talk about a couple of topics. And how long is it going to last, General Africa?
You said hour, maybe hour and a half.
Okay, maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So from 9 to 10:30. So, and we definitely gonna get off of there, and hopefully we get it to the point where we can have fighters call in. Okay, he said to come get this work link is not working. Maybe.
Yeah, I've been trying to click on myself, Coach. We put it. I've been clicking a couple of times. I still haven't get anything.
It says the channel does not exist. What?
Yeah.
Dang, man. General Africa, they took our channel already. God, dog.
Wow.
Boy, hold on, man. Let me see. I just subbed to it. Wait a minute.
Which one are you talking about?
Come get this work.
Nah, I see it.
Really?
You sure?
Yeah.
I clicked.
Hold on, man.
Yeah,
I'm click on it again, man.
Oh, I clicked on it.
I'll put the link in the thing. 1 second.
I see it right here. Hold on. Okay. I'm like, God, dog, General, boy, we done got a name for ourselves. That might have been Genesis Green. Genesis Green probably turned us in, man. Snitched on us. That's my girl, Genesis.
And if I did, who go with me?
Okay, I come over there and whip you. I come over there. I got a belt.
It's one thing. You're not Chuck Norris. You can't take on a whole bunch of people at one time.
Boy, I would shoot all of y'all.
You ain't got no gun.
Who don't?
Hey, girl, I got three. You ain't got no gun.
Look, you forgot what I do for a living, huh?
Nah, I know what you do. You forgot how many guns I got, though. I got a lot of guns.
I got these hands.
But now that you bring that up, it's saying that Conscious and Awake has been suspended.
What?
Now what?
I see the
Just for that
Wow.
one
have it.
video. We only got one video and we've been suspended already. Are you serious?
Wow.
What?
Did they say
You
why
Wow.
we've been
folks are full
suspended?
of shit.
No, it just says unable to access Google product. You have to go like email them and something like that. Wow, they be watching, man. It took
Garbage.
one video talking about Chicago, but it's, no, we'll get that. We'll handle that. But it took one video talking about Chicago,
Wow, that's
talking
just
about what's
insane.
going on in Chicago, and they were that afraid.
I mean, I talked about
Man.
Chicago. It's the same. Well, yeah, I think we probably we went in a little bit like we went under we unpeeled the onion on it.
We got
God,
too
dog,
close to we too far down the rabbit hole in that one.
Well,
man.
like I said, Chicago, like I said, it's always had a history, go back to the years of like, Al Capone and, the whole Valentine, and just not nothing new. And it's
Well,
sad that, no one really wants to step up and help out the city, even
Yeah,
with this president, he ain't going to do
well,
nothing.
I'll tell you what. I just saw a video and it shocked me. I've never seen this, and I don't. It looked like a residential area. So I didn't know if it was the National Guard or anything like that, but it was the police, and um they had like these trucks that you was have in Iraq, man. It was crazy. It was like a National Guard type. There was army in fatigue, I was like, what the heck? What are they doing? That don't look like it by the National Guard place. It looked like something was in a neighborhood or something. Like, what
yeah.
the hell? And
But
I had never seen that. I was like, whoa, okay.
so let's do this, man. Let's get it back. We'll get it back in because I'm gonna wind this show down. Okay,
Hey,
we talked about the 145-pound and Cindy Dandois basically just putting these people on blast, man. She was like, yo, and Cindy ain't going away, man. They the, it's a couple of options now, and I think that the PFL, they got the resources, man. I was looking at them and really looking at like, how they do their cards. They cards look good, man. I mean, it's professional, very professional. And usually when you see everything is nice and clean, they got referees that, bruh, PFL got the resources like to really bring in like a division, and they like the heavies, and they've already invested in Kayla Harrison, and pulling in like fighters like Cindy and a bunch of them, man, they can start making some good fights. And I think, man, from what I'm looking at, I think the PFL, I think they finna go in that direction. I think they finna do it, man. And like I think Dana White, man, they're gonna miss out, man, because well, I ain't gonna say what I can't tell all my ideas online, but I got an idea, but I can't say it. But I definitely do though believe that Bellator and PFL they could actually be very profitable and accommodate a division of women that weigh more than 135. Because there's a lot of people in gym. Man, look, I went to the gym today, man. Talking to one of the fighters, man, and it's like five of them, man, that weigh over 155 pounds, and you don't even know about them. They can fight, and three of them fighters, the five that I know, they undefeated, man. I'm talking about they knocking people unconscious, man. Don't nobody know about them though because nobody wants to promote those heavier weight classes. And
mhm.
one of the girls that live here, that I go to a gym and I talk with fighters and managers. She's actually about to go do a Rising fight. Like she's about to go to Rising, and God dog, man. I mean, she's knocked out she's had what 6 fights, and in the amateur leagues, everybody has been put to sleep. And when I talk about she putting them to sleep, I'm like she putting them down. Like they ain't getting up. They staying down. They coming over there to check on you with the smelling salts, put you down. Heavy handed, but see, you don't know about these fighters because nobody wants to take a chance. But I think that these people will take a chance, okay? I think Bellator and I think PFL going to do it. I know PFL because, you look at all the viewership numbers with Kayla Harrison versus Josette Cotton, and Josette virtually is an unknown, okay? But man, people tuned in. I'm gonna tell y'all something, okay? And I had the numbers here, and I think Dennis Espinoza can probably get a hold of them too. I had the numbers, man, but the viewership numbers were higher when Kayla Harrison and Josette Cotton was fighting. The viewership numbers were higher, and then when they got done fighting, the viewership numbers went down. So that ought to tell you right there, okay? That ought to tell you that they're on to something. That somebody just got to be smart enough, okay, to actually go and just bring in the talent because you got personalities, and I think personalities like Cindy and Josette, man, they personalities, man. Okay, They personalities
Are
that can sell fights.
It's
the
still
PFP?
go
Go ahead, George.
ahead, Lord Moore. It's on you. You already started.
Yeah, I just had a question. Are the PFL and Bellator are separate organizations, right?
Yeah,
What if they
Uh,
merged? They come against the UFC.
Man,
that should be that's a smart plan.
they could take
I,
over.
yeah,
They could take
and
over.
That's where it's at.
I would say these should do it. The PFL, Bellator, and LFA. If they come together, they can be a unified group and really put put a threat to Bellator. I mean to UFC. Then you can get people like Cyborg. You can get like people like Sidney Benoit. You can get a lot of up and comers. If you set up a way where you can build your product from the ground up and make it, and also the thing like where Ed talk about the pay-per-view thing. If they get on pay-per-view and do live stream, a lot of people, if you don't, a lot of people like to watch that stuff, especially if they don't have, they're not really like into watching TV that much, or they just want to be on, or like me, I'm most time I'll be on my computer at home more than I be on watching television, you know.
Okay. All right. And guys, this is my last commentary on the. Okay, and it's more people in here now, so to come get this work podcast, and I know I'm gonna be hyping it up this week. Thursday coming up, guys. We're gonna be on the Come Get This Work podcast. So ARP, that'll be be a chance. You can come on in. You can jump in there. Okay, because basically we're talking all MMA. So and it'll be the first 6 people that get a link. Because General's gonna send out the links to everybody. And then that's it. If you think you might want to be on the panel, that's fine. You can have a link. All of us will be on the panel. And we'll see. We'll just talk about get everything done in an hour. So guys, I posted the link in the comment thread. Okay, come get this work podcast. Okay, it's there. All right. So now let's move on to the last topic, man. I want to talk about Esparza Suarez, man. Okay. Have anybody looked at the odds, okay, of Esparza versus Suarez? Has anybody seen those odds?
No, my thought is that Suarez is gonna put Esparza to sleep.
I mean, I'm just saying. Um, I can't think of an analyst. I can't, and I'm trying to find one. Even Chael Sonnen is like, whew, man. And I disagree with Chael Sonnen almost all the time, really. Carlos Esparza is a plus 350 underdog. Tatiana Suarez is a negative 500 favorite. That's extreme, y'all. Like, folks, that ought to look, man. This is what I've been telling y'all. Okay, this is what I've been telling y'all. Carla Esparza finna get in here, and she finna get murked badly. When you see betting odds like that, y'all, expect a knockout. Okay, expect a
But
knockout. When the betting odds are that
coach,
far apart, like when you saw the betting odds with Valentina and Priscilla Caccietta, man, that it was a stoppage. There's gonna be a stoppage in that fight. Okay, more than likely. You look at the betting odds, and that's how I be telling y'all, oh, knockout. And I look at
coach,
the betting odds. Yeah.
I've never been really a gambler. To me, gambling's like when I walk out my door every day. But okay, if I put let's say $10 on Carla and she wins, what do I get back?
What you mean? I don't understand.
I was wondering, like, when you do the betting odds, like, how does it come out for when you put your money on that person?
Oh, okay.
How does it come out?
I got it. Okay, so Carlos Esparza is a 3 plus 350 underdog. So if you bet, let's say if you bet like a thousand on Carlos Esparza, then you can get like shoot. I think Dennis know. I think like I've done this before. You bet like 1,000 on Carla, you probably can get like what 3,000. Like Carla is like Tatiana's like
3,500.
3,500. Okay, so if I bet 1,000 on Carla, I can get about 3,500. But if I bet like 1,000 on Tatiana, like I get only $50 out of that. like somewhere around there, about $50. I mean, you
Yeah,
ain't.
you get less.
Yeah, you're not gonna get much
Not
for
the
betting
same.
on Suarez, but yeah,
Mhm.
like guys, when
No.
when the spread is that wide,
About the negative, I think.
yeah, the negative, man, you're not gonna get much on that.
So I'm just
Uh,
better keep my money in my pocket.
yeah, I mean, you bet on Carlos Esparza though, and if she
You're gonna
win,
lose everything.
you'll lose everything, you'll win. Like you bet a grand on it, you get 3,500. That's the odds are not good for Carlos Esparza, man. Like this, when the
No.
odds are that far apart and they spread like that, there's probably gonna be a knockout, okay, or a TKO, okay. There's probably gonna be some type of TKO stoppage in the whole deal, man. So yeah, man, God dog, man. It doesn't look very good for Carlos Esparza, okay? It just don't.
No.
And I've been saying that stylistically, y'all, Carlos Esparza is she's tailor made, man. Like she's not gonna have to be, she's not gonna be able to do anything. Okay, she's not. She's not gonna be able to do anything at all. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. And shout out to General Africa, man. We made headlines. The Conscious and Awake channel has been terminated, my friend.
Yeah,
They got it
one
out of there.
video
What?
They got
about
it.
Chicago has got them so spooked and so afraid. It's interesting.
Yeah,
So
man.
we'll make another one because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Maybe make one at Black Junction. I might go over there and if YouTube's not is acting like this.
Oh, we
You
both
know,
have something that exactly, and that's why we both made accounts over there also because it's whenever you start peeling back that onion and really delving into things, people like to get afraid.
like I was back and forth with a friend of mine about how they posted something on Facebook about real men stand for the flag while others kneel, but this is the BS about that.
Well, and
Soldiers
I
don't.
don't. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Like,
Mm.
I have two family members in the military. I got a niece and a nephew. And soldiers don't die just because of the flag. They die for people's right to salute or not salute that flag. And people keep forgetting that part. What these guys in football is doing is protesting what this country has turned their back on against minorities and people who don't have power. And that's what's that about. And it's just and it is and people just keep always doing that. It's about and most of them will tell you we don't fight for just a flag and a song. We fight for your right so you can either not salute that flag or to salute that flag. You just can't have it one way or the other. It's
Well,
like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, and the media ignored that because most of the vets organizations backed the NFL players that were kneeling.
See, if a veteran says somebody say, "Oh, boo," they get say, "Why are you booing for? Why are you not booing them?" Well, I actually was a vet. I actually fought for my country, and for what you're doing, you're not a patriot. You're a fool. Excuse my
Yeah,
language,
George,
coach.
George, I sort of disagree there in a way. I respect the soldier. I was in the Air Force myself. I did never fought, so I respect the fighting man and all that the soldier stands for.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, wars are made to make other people money.
Yeah, true.
And we invest the blood of American soldiers, American people, American men and women now
but I,
Yeah.
to make the rich money. There's a good video called "All Wars Are Bankers' Wars." It's really insightful. It's a good one to watch. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's
and I kind of,
interesting.
Last.
I kind of think I think too, part of it too. We probably had like probably some trolls, and so this time what we'll do is we'll email links. Okay, we'll email
Exactly.
people to the channel. We won't tell everybody
Mm-hmm.
because see sometimes too when a channel is that small, and if you have like people just like not like a lot of like you can take 2 or 3 dudes, man.
Well, yeah, they
They
make multiple accounts because a lot of these guys have, and that's why I talked to you about this. I'm not making fun of it, but a lot of these guys that do that, a lot of them have social anxiety and stuff like that, and they're dealing with things, but they don't know
well,
how to handle it.
well the
So
thing
they'll
about it,
make multiple accounts. So they'll
it's
make
I was just
multiple
saying.
accounts.
I was just sharing that
And
with a body
it's
snatcher this afternoon. He had his live stream
but the thing
of
of
the
it
multiple
is
accounts.
the thing of it is, man, it's not it's just it can be trolls, but YouTube they allow like for small channels that want to talk about politics, it's tough, man. Those channels always get terminated like quickly because people don't like it, and YouTube they give trolls a lot of power, man, to do whatever. They give trolls power to do whatever they want to do, and it gets to the point, man. That's why people are going over to Black Junction because Black Junction,
Well,
I can post the exact same video in which, for some reason, man, I can't put that video's not loading, man. So, but you can put stuff up there and they're not gonna. You're gonna have you got your freedom of speech over there, man. Like, and then too, the monetization option is open over there. So, I've been contemplating for a hot minute, man. Just go over there and just build up a strong base over there and just keep putting videos out over there because you know YouTube, man, they really tripping hard, man.
well, and if I can say one more thing, I mean, I've said for a long time, people can, you guys can go back into the archives. YouTube is limits everybody. YouTube targets everybody, but there's this big but. It's so hard to have a channel, talking about black issues and things like that on YouTube. So shut it down. They will, and people will target you. You know what I mean? But YouTube likes to pick and choose a little bit.
Yeah, and all trolls aren't necessarily trolls.
Yeah.
I think there's some people that are organized to shut down things.
Yeah, I get what Dennis
Right.
saying. Agents.
Right,
Agents.
right.
That's okay. We'll start another one, but don't worry. This time it ain't gonna be. It's only gonna be people that really rock with us. Cause see, we really don't want a million people, man. We really don't want a million people trying to do anything, bro. We don't want a million. We want 10 to 15. That's weight, and that's it. You know.
Can I ask you a
That's it.
quick question about Chicago?
Yeah.
So I've heard maybe you can validate this or say it's bullshit, but I've heard excuse me, but I've heard rumors that the people associated with the government will drop boxes of weapons for young black men and black gangs to find to use against each other.
You know what, man? I
I've
actually,
heard some, I've heard some stories, and I've heard some about
yeah.
Oakland, but I can't point to anyone that I've
We
seen or has been like, uh,
we ain't gonna, we won't. We'll do this, guys. We won't talk about it here, but we'll get that other channel cranking. And
yeah,
then what we'll do, man, is we'll go into depth. Like Dennis, we can all, especially you, Dennis, we can get on there and man,
exactly,
we can just
exactly.
roll. And then, like we'll just say, hey, we'll make the channel, and then we'll say, hey, we're gonna put this on Black Junction, or we'll figure out. But because I've been wanting to do that channel, man.
We cover all that.
Yeah. In the next video we're gonna talk about like what they doing, what they doing to the actual food supply. Like that's y'all ain't gonna want to miss that one. Um,
But we were saying about Tatiana and Carla, like pretty much we all know what's gonna happen.
yeah.
I know like Tatiana. I mean Carla's stand up has gotten pretty good. We saw when she fought Claudia, but to me Tatiana has a reach advantage. She's stronger. I think if she gets caught on the ground, the rest of probably might at first sound like might look a little bit even at a point, but then after a while, I think when she gets the right spot and get um, that elbow on her neck, I think Carla's gonna go to sleep.
Mm. God dog. Man, that's a good breakdown. All right. So Dennis and then Genesis, we're in with those two.
Genesis, I think she's scared, Coach.
Nah, I doubt she's
Yeah,
scared.
yeah, Carla might do better than people think. I think she'll lose. I think Tanya's or Suarez is a stronger overall fighter all the way around. But I think as far as will put up a better fight than people expect, actually.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's a simple breakdown. Okay, Genesis.
It's a non-technical breakdown.
Gotcha. Okay. So what's up with this fight, Genesis? What these people need to do to win? And then we'll end with that.
Ooh. Um, Carla is going to really have to be on her striking, and she's gonna have to stay on Tatiana. And Tatiana is just gonna have to just go in there and do what she do, because overall she's actually the better fighter anyway. So I mean, it's just all about Carla trying to counter her and make sure she don't get beat up too bad.
Wow. And guys, we're going to close it with this, okay? We're going to close it with that. Okay, guys. So, it's been fun. We've been on here for over 2 hours. It's time to cut it out. Thank you to the comment thread. Thank you to Guitar Babe. And thank you to Keith Brown for the super chat. And Guitar was for the other time, you know. But thank you, Keith Brown. Okay, guys. So,
Hey,
guys,
thanks for having me on, Coach.
you guys are welcome. Guys, go subscribe right now.
Brother.
Oh, go ahead, George. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, I just lucky because it's still coming out giving notifications. Lucky I came out here and found y'all, and I enjoyed the time I spent with y'all. You know, it's been fun.
Okay. He said
Make
it's
sure
been
you
fun.
subscribe to the page, George.
Okay, go to subscribe to Come Get This Work podcast, Mobcast. And subscribe. I just put the link in the comment thread. Go subscribe to that, guys. We're gonna be doing a weekly deal once a week, okay? Every Thursday night, okay? At 9 p.m. We're gonna get on there, okay? I'll be there most of the time. Sometimes I might not be there, you know. But you know, it'll be me, you know, Channel MMA with Jay is gonna be there. Hopefully, you know, we can get Dennis Espinoza on the stats because Dennis collects a lot of data. You know, George, you know, Genesis, all of you guys, you know, definitely welcome to get on there, man. It's actually a fun time, you know, where MMA fans we'll just be able to talk. And Arpit, this will be one that you'll actually be allowed on, bro. And you'll be getting it in, man. You'll be getting it in, but we got to get that sound though in the background, Arpit. We got to take care of that, man.
Just Arpit, you gotta go someplace like atop the highest building you can find, and maybe inside of a box, and you know, and make sure the box is got like soundproof.
Okay. So guys, I know it's like 20 something y'all in here and only 12 people subscribe. So okay, well y'all ain't rocking with us over there. That's fine. All right. Thank you to them 12 people that went over and subscribed. We'll be talking, you know, about this, you know, later in the week. I put out a video about subscribe to Come Get This Work. Okay, no worries. Those y'all rolling with us, thank you for doing so. All right, guys.
You're welcome.
This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. Guys, I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.